been sending Drake get well cards all night. If you up, smash that like button. Welcome to Black and the Black Times Infinity. I'm your host, Cthulhu's Party, coming to you live and direct from the Dro. Smoke me out, fam, with that dank shit. On my left, your boy Stitch.
I'm here to protect and serve dankness all night long.
Ooh, on my far right, engineering on the ones and twos, choking people out on three sports quotas.
This podcast is brought to you by Ambien and alcohol.
Oh, shit. In the middle, we got the oldest ninja in the world, old ninja.
Anime titties.
That's all you need.
That's all you need.
That's all you need. And we got your boy Blue up in the house.
Fuck Bitcoins. I'm invested in Wapums.
Damn.
Going back to the native?
Yeah, I'll take it back.
And we got a very special guest in studio with us. We got your boy Boz. What's up? All the way from Louisiana.
Dirty.
Yes, yes. Thank you for joining us. Long-time listener also, right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
And we're bringing in fans from the Twitterverse.
There we go.
From
There
the
we go.
Dankverse.
From the interwebs.
I like it. I
You've
like
been
it.
here for like, what, about 10 minutes now? In Cali?
I've been here for an hour.
There you go.
You fly in and come see us, we might put you on.
You gotta pass some rules.
Yeah.
That definitely probably won't, but maybe it happen.
Yeah.
Maybe happen.
We'll buy you a beer at least.
We'll do that.
Your chances are increased if you're a queen of spades.
Oh, god damn.
Actually, that would reduce because I got a girlfriend. I think everybody here has got.
Except you.
Thirsty ass.
Homestead that we got in the chat.
Mr. X is in the chat room. What's going on? He's trying to one up his how many times he views.
Yeah, that's all right. We love him for him. What's up, fam?
It's everywhere.
The sound effect, the little coin.
Yeah, I can program a soundboard again. So
Okay.
I'll do that in the future. Listener of the week would, of course, again be Mr. X, followed by user 988699384.
My favorite bot.
Yeah, and then Keith Clark.
There we go.
Every time we have the users, always make me think of that scene from what's that?
Futurama?
No, from oh god, the one with Wolverine in it, where he sings in it, where he's like, oh god, I can't
Greatest
think of
Showman?
No, Les Miserables.
Les Miserables.
You watched
I can't
that?
pronounce it. Yeah, I did.
All right.
Your sexuality was just questioned hardcore, Blue.
Well, let me just say it was horrible.
Well, at least you didn't say it
Nobody
is.
could fucking sing.
Oh, you,
Only cool part was when what's her name shaved off her head. That was kind of dope.
isn't Zendaya in that movie?
No, that's the Greatest Showman. I'm talking about Les Miserables. Les something.
Oh, Les
Fuck it, I
Mis.
can't pronounce
Actually,
it.
Les Mis.
Oh yeah, Les Mis. There you go.
There we
Okay.
go.
I can say itchy itchy yada.
That's Moulin Rouge.
I don't think that's.
I know
French
that's
either.
what. Isn't that French?
I don't think those words were.
Well, those words. But I meant to say that. I didn't get to the hook of the song. So.
God damn it.
Well, before we start, I actually got
Is
to
marmalade French?
Yeah, isn't it like?
Might be.
I don't know. It sounds like some English bullshit to me, but.
All right.
Isn't it like a whorehouse or something?
No, that's like the
Marmalade
it's like
is
jelly.
the jelly
bro.
you put on a biscuit or a croissant.
You ain't seen Paddington Bear?
What you been doing in your gym, bro?
That's two extremes right there.
That's fucking what's the American Pie. But no, I wanted to actually. I need to make a correction on my I've beat them BTI question last week about who would I murder, marry, kill, or whatever.
Okay.
Murder, fuck, kill.
So last week I said I said Chi-Chi from Dragon Ball Z, but I need to retract that statement. I want to say Minmay from fucking Robotech.
Yeah, Minmay was
Fuck
annoying.
that bitch. She got with her cousin at the end. She kept leading Rick Hunter on the whole fucking time. Kept trying to throw that pussy at him, but then like retracted all the time. Fuck that bitch. She's gotta die.
I know, Boz, you're an anime fan as well.
I watched Dragon Ball Z.
Okay,
There you
so
go.
you can
There
relate
you
to that.
go.
Dragon
So
Ball.
you have like a murder, fuck, kill from the anime or Dragon Ball Z verse.
Fuck Bulma.
Fuck Bulma. Okay. Get in that mic, bro.
Go on.
Fuck Bulma. Kill Chi-Chi.
Ooh.
That bitch is angry.
She's always angry.
And you marry... what's her name? Gohan's wife.
Oh, Android 18. That's what I was thinking. Yeah,
Okay.
Android 18.
No, he said Gohan's wife. He's talking about
Oh, that's
oh, what's her name? I know
Videl?
that's Pam. Yeah, Videl.
She's an angel.
I was
Wow.
thinking Android 18. Busting Android nuts. I'm just saying.
I do like Android.
Dude, have you seen Android 21?
No.
Bruh.
Dude, she's
I think of the
bad.
wrong girl. Android 18 is the blonde one, right?
Yeah, she's a blonde one.
All right,
Android 21 is a new Android in
Yeah.
the
The pink
Dragon
one?
Ball Heroes game.
Yeah.
Is that the pink one?
Dragon Ball
the pink one.
Fighters.
Is it Fighters or is it from Heroes? Well, I think she's from both.
Yeah, I think she's in both.
Yeah.
I haven't played either one. All right, old ninja.
Who died?
Whom should have died? Take us down or not?
Who's in the dirt?
Yeah, we have Elizabeth Sung. She's a famous actress from The Young and the Restless. She
This is a soap opera actress?
yeah, soap opera actress. She was 63. She's still kind of.
Alright.
But she's in other stuff from like Hawaii Five-0. She's in Sopranos. She's in Bones.
Was she bad in her day? God damn.
I'll say yeah.
Okay.
I mean, woman's
I mean,
dead,
she's
man.
Asian.
We had this discussion.
I need to know if she was hot back 50 years ago, damn it.
God damn. And then we also have.
Did she throw it in a circle?
Damn. Well, probably not because she's Asian. I'm just saying.
Oh,
Yeah, now you discriminate.
That means she throws it in a geometric pattern.
Yeah.
Send
She
your
threw
hate mail to that old ninja.
No, she threw it.
ABC gonna fire your ass.
Because she threw it in a polygon.
Alright.
We also have John Bain, better known as Total Biscuit from. He's a famous YouTuber. He's an online
Commentator.
Yeah, he's a commentator. Famous. He was a famous YouTuber, but he died at the age of 33.
How, Sway?
I don't know. It's unknown.
Alright. But you like subscribed and watched some of his shit?
I've seen some of his stuff too. He's like an angry Brit.
Okay.
But he's one of the top YouTubers.
Did he do like gaming shit or?
Yeah, it was mostly gaming. His alias was the Cynical Brit, Total Halibut, and Total Biscuit. It's one of his big ones.
R.I.P. Fellow YouTuber. You know?
So what happened at the Fanime?
Oh man!
Get in on it.
Anime was fucking fun.
Yeah.
Like always.
Yeah, I think I'll just tell my highlight. The highlight was the fucking hentai review.
Yeah.
That shit was, I thought it was gonna be lame as fuck. Then I walked in, and first of all, I walked in, and it wasn't all dudes. I was like, thank God, because I can't walk into some fucking hentai thing and a bunch of pock-faced fucking teenage kids and shit.
With trench coats on.
I just turned 18. I'm horny. I don't give a fuck. There was girls in there, so it was cool.
And they were horny. No,
Yeah.
No, with the
Lollies.
I don't know who the
the MC.
announcer was or whatever, but he was fucking hilarious. You know what I'm talking about? The guy.
Yeah, he had on a mask. I'll look him up.
luchador mask. But so the reason why it was good is that he was basically giving his like short review, hilarious reviews of what the fuck happened there. Did you break some shit?
You tried to use a bottle opener. Just popped up the entire.
Hell,
thing.
shattered the glass.
All right.
But yeah,
Too much power.
what he was saying about the hentai was hilarious. The hentai was like ridiculous, the ones that we saw, and then afterwards they had like this fake orgasm contest.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
With guys and girls.
yeah, with guys and girls. Way more guys than girls, though. By the way, way more guys than
yeah,
girls.
not
Like,
surprised.
can you not do that?
But like one of the rules of the things is that you had to do an orgasm sound as the voice of a character, as an anime character, which was fucking kind of, or not even anime. I think because somebody did Park and Recreation dude, or the chick did the Park and Recreational guy. Somebody did Arnold Schwarzenegger, and then someone did like Vegeta and some other characters and stuff like that. Where this one dude had his own character in his goddamn head. I'm like, this dude is probably fucking jacking off by himself all the time.
Probably got bodies underneath the fucking basement or some shit.
Probably does, because he did like a pretty good girl's voice doing it, which is really weird.
Best part though, they were throwing out like toilet paper into the audience to symbolize the nut that was getting sprayed, and then on the screen you see dicks just spraying out skeet 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 nut. It was fucking hilarious.
It's fucked up because the hentai screening is 8 hours. It's literally from midnight to 8 in the morning.
But this was a great one because it was interactive and like the host was funny. You know what I mean? It wasn't just watching nothing but the hentai. Because I can only do that for about 19 minutes and then
And then you're done.
I gotta clean up.
Yeah.
The hentai that they showed was like, I need to watch this because it was fucking great. So imagine this. It's a fucking theme park where you just fuck. That's all you do. You just fuck. Like you find a girl, you start fucking her. That's all you need to do. But there was a chick on there who she never really enjoyed it. Like she was just there to be doing it until she had this one guy fuck her, and she was going crazy for his dick. She like hunted him down inside of the theme park. But before he had a chance to bust, or before she even had a chance to bust, time ran out. So they had to switch.
Yep.
So it was so fucking funny, but like she's like sitting there at a table with this dude talking, like trying to like chit chat him up. She's all, I can't take it anymore. Give me your fucking dick, and like damn near like rapes a dude. It was so fucking funny, man.
I found it actually.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah, it has a long ass Japanese name, but I found it on Hentai Haven, man. That shit is good.
So wait, what was this one? So one of you was talking about a horror porn one. Was there one of you saw this or no?
So that was some other shit I started watching later.
Okay.
You got eyes in my fucking living room?
No, your dumb ass posted on Facebook what you was watching.
I don't give a fuck.
I sure hope as hell no one goes through your house with a black light. Because I've been all bad news.
I think it would just explode.
Yeah. He was just running red lights, getting home. He's like, I got so much shit to look up.
What was also crazy about this anime is that the host, when he was like talking about it, like he kept cutting away scenes. Like when there was like fucking, he would cut in and be like, and this is only episode 1, and then go back in, and all this other shit's happening. He's like, this is still episode 1, and all this other shit started happening. He's like, still episode 1, dude. It was so fucking funny. Great. And then they showed episode 2. He's like, okay, now we're moving on to 2, and it was even. Dude, there was so much fucking in this hentai. It was insane. It was so much fun to watch it though.
Yeah. Derek was asking, is it like Westworld? I was like, yeah. But there are people.
Oh shit, Derek.
I think they mentioned that too.
I'll find the name and put that in.
I much
put that out
rather
there.
season 1.
What's that?
Westworld.
Oh, you're still on season 1?
No, I'd much rather season 1.
Oh, then season 2?
I haven't even started season 2, but
I like season 2.
It's still good.
Yeah.
I still. They got some shit coming at you that.
Yeah, the samurais and shit. I was like, that was one of the worst deaths ever. It made that motherfucker into a pet dispenser. I was like, God damn. I don't know how far you guys are, but
Did we do a hard left off of anime?
yeah, we did.
so we got derailed, but it's all good.
No, it's all
Coming
good.
back.
But hentai panel was dope. I mean, me, Kronos, and Blue went to that. I'm gonna say this though. I always love, in terms of the cosplay, figuring out which fan base is the most enthusiastic. You know,
There was a lot of fucking My Hero Academia.
I was gonna say, My Hero Academia goes hard as fuck. Darling in the Franxx went hard as fuck too, especially for a brand new anime. You know, that came out earlier this year. People feel like Overwatch is an anime.
Yeah, they treat it like it is.
You know?
It's got anime elements. In
Yeah,
it, you know what
I get it. I get it. You know,
I mean, there's many movies and shit, so.
well, all of those are Fuda though, bro.
No. There's actual legit ones, not the ones they stole and turned into fooders, but I mean, like when they introduced Doomfist, there's like a little mini movie about him coming in.
Only seen the sexual ones.
Oh,
man. I
see,
don't know what
that's
you're
just
talking
you're
about.
looking at the shit that you want to see. But still, I mean, it was weird because I saw like Avengers cosplay,
Yeah.
and like other stuff. So I was like, it's whatever.
Okay.
Anything nerd related.
Yeah,
I found the hentai. It wasn't hard to find either. Just type in and Google hentai fucking amusement park, and it's called Odio Mizuri Kilan. I'll put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat, bro.
But it's funny because the description on here it says, this is fucking funny. Disneyland claims to be the happiest place on earth, but it's missing something, namely orgies, and that's where Keyland comes in. That's fucking great, dude.
Crazy.
holy shit.
So good.
Bookmark?
So fucking good. Save that shit for later. But yeah, the My Hero Academia cosplay, they go hardest. Every single character, lesser characters you will see.
Oh yeah, especially like I was surprised we saw that one girl that was trying to get the blood so quickly.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's like she was just like 3 weeks ago, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden there's cosplay with her. So that's pretty
love
cool,
that.
like elaborate cosplay.
Exactly. Fucking love that. But Saturday was thick as hell too. I mean, it was
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah.
It was crazy because it was like, oh, this must end on Sunday night. Or nope, it ends on Monday. I'm like, God dang.
Yeah.
So there's like literally 3 days of hentai. 3 days of hentai. Mm-hmm. So I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. That's what they are.
All kinds of nut. But
Some people just go for that too. Like,
Oh,
you know what I mean? I don't blame them at all.
there's so much at different times of the day. Like during the day, there's the panels at night because there's a rave every Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So there's a rave, and then like after the rave, it's fucking hentai.
And hotel parties and a whole bunch of cool stuff. And there's
Why
regular anime,
weren't
too.
you there just scooping up on random ass chicks?
I was there.
Who you asking, bro?
I would say prime picking.
I was there.
Just injured ass seals on the fucking beach. You just go and pick.
Just follow the snail trail.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, well, where do you think I was Friday, Saturday night? Oh no, Saturday, Sunday night.
Home.
Nope.
No, you didn't. You came through on Friday?
No, Saturday. I was there Saturday night and Sunday night.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's how you check in or whatever.
It's still one of my favorite conventions because I think they're really tuned in their audience, and they have things that go on 24/7, like the gaming room, which is dope, and then the hentai goes 24/7 too, and a couple other things go like way later in the night, and they also spread out the venue from more than just a convention center. So there's like multiple hotels around there. It's like when we went to the entire View thing. It was in the Fairmont, which is like like a block away, but it's not far. And there's a bunch of other places that were open like that too. But all the like tournaments that I saw for like the video games and stuff, that was really cool. And they learned from last year, because last year you had to pay for the coin-op games. And I was like, this is fucking bullshit. People are paying to get in here. Why the fuck are you making them pay? But it was free this year. And there's like games I never even saw before. Like they had one. It was called like Move or Die. Yeah. It seemed like so much fun. Have you seen that shit before?
Yeah. That's cool.
I was waiting for it to come on the PS4, but I don't think it's out.
Was that was an Xbox that was playing it, right? Or
no, I think it was like a PC game or something like that. But I want to see if I can get it on my Raspberry Pi. It should basically it was like they had a bunch of like miniaturized Cartoon Network characters in it. The one that I saw, and basically if you stop moving, you would start to die like really quickly. And they had like a bunch of random shit that would happen. Like it was basically 20-second like rounds, and every 20 seconds it was like something different. Like when I was watching, it was like you had this boomerang that flew around you, and you had to make it hit the other person. And it was 4 people on the screen at one time. That's cool. The other one was you had to stab somebody in the back with a chainsaw. Another one you had to like dodge a fucking chain, like fucking spike ball thing, and it's all whoever like survived like the longest. That's dope. And that was who would win the round. So it seemed like a really fun party game.
Sounds good.
Is this it right here?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Yeah, so you can go to moveordiegame.com and to check it out. That's their official site.
Yeah, it seemed like a lot of fun for like parties and shit.
Good shit. The other real quick point is Artist Alley is always interesting, man. The fan art in there goes so fucking hard. Any fucking character that you're shipping over or standing for, you will see some art, like some custom made art, usually Yahweh or something like that. But it'll be some art,
Yeah. So the art that I saw and appreciated was the full body waifu art.
There you go.
They did like custom pillows there.
Yeah.
It was fucking. They're not cheap. No, they're not, for their price that they're selling them. They're not fucking cheap. But if you want to, because they had one with Princess Peach in like white lingerie, I was like, holy shit.
Well, then they also have like that room that's kind of blocked off where they have like plastic bags or something, so you can't go back there. But they have more like hentai pillowcases back there, like naked chicks and openings.
The Monster Roll was like fucking 12 feet long. It was crazy.
Oh, the Snake Girl?
Yeah, Monster Girl, yeah.
That's crazy. It was funny to me that there was Monster Hunter cosplay.
Nice.
Like, people were having, like, they put, like, stuffed animals and designed them as creatures from Monster Hunter, and they were walking around playing the theme from Monster Hunter. It was pretty fucking funny.
I feel bad for those people.
Goddamn.
Shitty ass game.
Damn. In your opinion, apparently people go hard for that game.
My opinion matters. I'm just saying.
I love the people who do cosplay and then have the little speaker with them, though. That is fucking cool. And you can hear like the theme song playing on loop.
The greatest was the people who were I was thinking that fucking Initial D. They had like the little carts, and they were like driving around, and they had like a person that was near them was playing the fucking music from the actual fucking from the anime. That shit was dope. And the fact that their little vehicle could drift. So like there's actually a video online of them just kind of drifting around the front area pole. Like how they have like that little shade thing.
I know about the pole.
Yeah, they were drifting around that, and the person had the music playing. It was pretty fucking dope and clever.
Shout out to Blue for taking a whole bunch of pics. If you haven't gone on the Black and the Black Times Infinity Instagram, there's a bunch of fucking pics on there.
Dude, the hardest thing about taking pictures at an anime event is that there's so much fucking anime out there that there's probably like 10% of the pictures I took, I didn't know what the fuck I was taking a picture of. Like I have to like either go and look it up or wait for the person to like come back and tag themselves. I'm like, what character were you? Because there's so many animes out there. Like everybody's into something, and not everybody's into everything. So it's hard to fucking.
I just asked them flat out. I'm like, what's your cosplay? What's your from? Like, oh yeah, this is from what's and.
But then you got to remember that shit.
That's true.
To be able to post it up later.
Notes and all kinds of stuff.
Write that shit down.
Quickly, because I won't be able to stay for the entire cast. Looking at the Be Them BTI questions, I want to tackle that because obviously with our commercial fisherman here, I think one of the questions is very pertinent to the question.
Which one?
When eating shrimp.
Oh yeah, put this on here.
Do you eat?
There we go.
I know my answer, but it's curious to get a universal one. Do you eat the shell that is on the tail?
What the fuck?
Like, you know how when you get shrimp and usually the tail has like the shell still on it.
I know, yeah.
Do you mean the end of the tail with the back
like
part?
the fin thing.
Yeah, like the thing that uses to like swim around.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on people. Some people.
But
What do you do? What do you do?
I peel my shrimp.
Okay.
Like all the way down.
But
like
people from down the bay still leave part of the tail on.
But do you eat it though? Like if you go to a restaurant and they have the tail on there, do you eat it?
Yeah, I mean,
The whole thing.
yeah.
Okay. What do you guys?
I mean, they'll never have the whole shell on.
Like it won't be there. It won't be the whole body around it, but like toward the end, there's usually like a
Yeah.
little, like a quarter of it,
Yeah,
or like
I'll
a fifth
eat
of
it.
it.
I don't give a fuck.
It took me a while to get used to even seeing shrimp with the heads on.
Dude, fuck.
Because I mean,
What do you mean?
I didn't realize.
You talking about soft shell shrimp?
No, just the heads on the shrimp, like the actual eyeballs and shit. Yeah, because I mean,
just seeing shrimp with the head.
yeah, because I mean,
That's-
living a luxurious California life, they get that shit out of the way for
Yeah.
us. But when you go down there and be like, all right, all you can have peel and eat shrimp. All right, that's not too bad. But then you realize, oh, I need to take the heads off and decapitate this.
I gotta do work. Fuck that.
Yeah, and get the vein out of the back.
Yeah, when I go to a restaurant and they don't devein their shrimp, I'm fucking out. Like, I never come back. I fucking can't stand that shit. I can't stand that shit. Like, the place that's really good, what's it called? The one in San Jose?
Boiling crab.
Yeah, boiling crab.
or-
Place is shit. But I was eating a couple of the shrimps and I noticed they didn't even fucking bother deveining their shit. I was like, I'm sorry, I don't like cooked fucking feces. Get that shit the fuck out of here. I realize
Protein.
I don't give a fuck, man. I don't give a fuck.
Let me ask y'all a question. Have y'all ever eaten soft shell shrimp?
Yeah.
Basically, all they do with soft shell shrimp is cut the eyes and the piquant off, and you get the whole head, all the fat. It makes it taste hella good. Using that California slang.
I'm totally not with you though. I'm not fucking with that eating of the tail though. Like
Just the shell.
So you eat
it
ass,
becomes
you don't eat
so
tail,
brittle.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you eat ass. But
yeah. You worried about shrimp tail?
I draw the line.
fuck outta here.
You know what I mean?
That's cross species shit.
Interspecies
No.
erotica?
I'm not king shaming, but
So once you fry it up real good, it becomes so brittle that it just breaks up.
yeah, but
You good?
it's not meaty though. Like you know, I don't know. I mean, you do what you want.
Well, the reason I brought this up is because the sweetness. She's Mexican and like she eats the tail like with the shell and stuff too. And I was like, what? Why are you eating the whole
You're
damn
crunching?
thing? Yeah, but I tried. I was like, yeah, it's okay, but it's like eating the whole shell of it's like a sunflower seed.
Yeah,
But you know, everybody's got that one cousin that used to do that shit. The whole goddamn sunflower seed.
now we cousins, and I don't think either one.
That sounds like some real peasant fucking shit right there. It's like I'm a serf. You know what I mean?
Yeah, someone,
I ain't got no money. I'm gonna eat the fucking chitlins too. I'm just saying.
someone in the chat is asking which bayou eats it with shells on.
All of them, probably.
Is that what you went Derek
I
in the
mean,
chat?
that's,
Yeah,
it
it
just
is
depends
Derek.
on the people themselves. Like, my mom will peel the whole thing, and they got people around us that will just leave part of the tail on.
Do people consider? I'm sorry, but do people consider you like bougie if you don't eat the tail? Are you gonna be looked down upon at a cookout?
No, it's just personal preference.
Yeah, but like your folks, are they gonna look down on me if I'm over there and I'm not eating the?
This is the same.
Not my folks, no, because they don't leave the tail on.
Just as a point of reference, it's the same person that thought the fleur-de-lis was a trident.
Yeah, that shit is. Aquaman.
Is this Aquaman's territory?
And for those that don't know, Boz is a commercial fisherman, so he's actually out in the Gulf of Mexico getting those massive quantities of shrimp, like you see on Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
And I mean, he hooks it up really good. It sucks because they're expensive as fuck out here.
You don't know how to catch shrimp like me, boy.
God damn. That's
The
good
Cajun
shit.
French.
I love it. I love it. All right, we got another.
Well, this is a really fascinating question to me. We all know how you're not supposed to park in the handicap parking spot. That's just like, yeah, that's just like a big no-no.
Yeah.
You're a piece of shit.
You
if
look
do it.
that dirty if you're parking there.
However,
I like this question.
if you go into, and it might have been Cat Williams or somebody that talked about the handicap parking stall being sort of like the Cadillac stalls of where you're taking the shit out because you got so much room, so much space. You kick your legs out if you want to.
You got a power pole on the side.
Power pushing.
Yeah. Are you a piece of shit if you occupy the handicap shitting stall? If there are others available and you just go into the handicap shitter.
Wait, before
and I did see a meme where somebody was in the handicap one,
and he came out,
and there was I guess there was a guy in a wheelchair just sitting there posted up waiting for the dude to come out. It's like, how do you handle that situation?
Wait, before you answer, sorry. The reason why this question is on here is because I was watching United Shades of America with W. Kamau Bell, one of our first hosts on the show, and it was the episode where they were talking about disability in America, and they brought up the subject about using the handicap stall. And Kamau Bell, he's a tall dude. He's like what, it's like 6'7" or something like that. Dude's fucking huge. And he talked about how he likes using the larger bathroom because he's a tall dude, so he can actually like stretch out and stuff like that. So that's where this question originally comes from.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that stall like a motherfucker. In my 38 fucking years of life, I have not once had somebody handicap try and use the bathroom when I was in that fucking stall. If that ever happened, I would gladly cut my shit short and wipe it deep and then go to the next stall. But that has never fucking happened because there's a couple things, all right? First of all, when it comes to like handicap stalls and handicap like parking spots, there are way too many fucking handicap parking spots. Way too many. There's more handicap parking spots than there are handicap people in America, probably on the fucking face of the planet.
It's
just America. Right no, I'm not. I don't give a fuck. It's true. It is fucking true.
Right,
there's
but
way
there's a
too many.
difference.
Yeah.
You will take a shit in a handicap stall, but you won't park in a handicap spot.
No. The reason why is because I can fucking easily walk to wherever I need to get to. If I want to take a shit, I want to have some, personal space.
There you go.
So that's where it comes into. I don't mind walking a little bit, but if I can put as much space as possible between me and somebody else taking a shit, I'm gonna do that.
That's a good thing.
But at the same time, if somebody is handicapped and they use a fucking bathroom, then obviously I'm gonna get my ass up and fucking move, and so I can use the bathroom.
I'm gonna real
I could have made a fucked up handicap joke, but
here we go.
I held it back.
I'm gonna real quickly say this: every opportunity I get, I park in that pregnant mother space.
Damn.
I'll be that asshole. You know what
no.
I mean? I don't give because seriously, that's just some shit that started a couple years ago. I don't give a fuck.
And so is that new fuel efficient vehicle thing. I'll park my. I do it every now and again. I will park my fucking V8 fucking gas guzzling ass SUV in that fucking spot, and I don't give a single fuck. Get your fucking bullshit Prius out of here.
Yeah. Unless it's not
even in the compact stall, I'll park in the compact one. The one if it's got like a charging station, you park at charging stations.
I don't park at charging stations, no, because I mean I've never done that because I'm not charging my shit. But when it comes to like compact spots, sometimes it's like, all right, if you're gonna put the normal spots that far away, you're a fucking asshole. Yeah. Like I have to go up fucking 3 flights of fucking parking stalls just to get a fucking normal parking spot.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'll try and park in there as least dickish as possible.
Yeah.
And if I obviously don't fit, but sometimes you fit.
Yeah.
But a lot of people, it's like, get the fuck out of here with that fucking 500 fucking compact stalls and shit.
I've never seen a charging station in my life.
You'll see them.
I'll point them out.
Go to Target. All the Targets around there got them.
The thing with me is the fuel efficient vehicles one. I'm like, are you fucking serious? You're not saving the fucking. You're still using.
I've never even seen those.
I've seen them.
Go to any fucking Whole Foods. Any fucking Whole Foods.
Target too.
The first
Target's
like 3
got
spots.
some.
Yeah. That and the charging stations and the regular folks.
It's like they want to pretend like their fucking vehicle, especially with like hybrids and like battery powered cars, like some child wasn't digging lithium out of the fucking earth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Get the fuck out of here. Like you're not fucking safe, bitch. Fuck out your morality bullshit. Some little kid is still digging the fucking parts out for your car, and guess what? Some sort of fucking ecology fucking busting chemicals are put in to your fucking car, no matter what kind of car you have. If you want to be safe with the environment, just fucking walk, asshole.
Ride a bike.
Walk. No, not even a bike. Because that's just getting dug out of the earth too. With fucking paint and all that kind of shit.
Or
Fucking walk.
Steal a bike.
Don't use a computer, cell phone.
Yeah.
So be Amish.
Anybody else got any?
Oh man, I would use that toilet like nobody's business. But I won't. If there's one open, I'll go to that first. But if all the other ones are taken, I'm heading straight to the handicap stall.
God damn.
And plus the seat's a little bit higher up too, because like I got a little bit longer legs, so it's a little bit more comfortable sitting in that seat. To be honest.
So I've only had it happen to me once where I was using the handicap stall, and there's a handicapped person waiting for the stall.
Were they mad?
He wasn't mad, but he really did have to go. So I just hurried up what I was doing so he could get in the stall.
So that's where my joke was going to come in. I was going to say they're already sitting down. Oh, Ninja, why you say that, bro?
Because I'm old. Fuck him.
Send your hate mail too.
That was a fucked up joke, but it's a joke, y'all.
Yeah.
All right, I understand that people got to use bathroom. That's why I said if I see somebody somebody knocks and they're like, hey, I gotta go. Yeah. I'll fucking get up.
The NBC's gonna come after you.
Yeah.
ABC.
Give me the ABC money first, and I'll be good. Fire me first. Hire me first,
then fire you.
Yeah.
We did this first one before already.
Did we?
Yeah. Worst video. Yeah.
we did it last week.
Favorite scene of God of War? I think we did that one too.
I thought we did that. Yeah. I feel like we did that.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think we did.
I'm almost positive, bro.
Because
We've talked about God of War like 3-4 times.
Yeah, but we never talked about our favorite scenes, though.
All right.
Because I put that on here last week, and we didn't get a chance to talk about it.
Go ahead.
So I would say that my favorite scene in God of War is when the son kills when he's all fucking mad and shit like that, and he fucking just shanks the Thor's son right in the fucking neck, and then kicks him off the side. That shit was fucking epic. And then after that, he becomes a fucking dick, which is great because he realized that he's a god. He just fucking goes ham and shit.
See you, man.
Later, man. Thanks for the beer.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm not even that far. So far, I think one
You
of
haven't passed the game yet?
No.
What the fuck?
I haven't passed the game yet. I'm pretty well. I'm probably halfway. But anyway, I want to say my favorite scene was probably the first time Kratos goes Black Dad on the kid, where he steps out to go get a pack of cools, and he comes back, and the kid's fucking pissed, and he's murdered all the little fucking fairies, even though they're called dark elves. They're actually fucking evil fairies. He murdered like a shit ton, and if you, as a player, if you walk around that entire area, they're literally packed with fucking bodies. I'm like, dude, this is a fucking raw fucking scene, and the kid is forever changed pretty much after that.
What's also crazy about that scene too is that like there's like a pile of bodies, and Thor's hammer, Kratos' axe is stuck in the top of it, and so that means the kid had to be using that thing.
Yeah.
He's fucking up all those fairies.
That's true. I didn't even notice that.
Atreus didn't fuck around.
No, he did not.
What was yours?
He was a real one. Probably the first fight with a stranger, because that shit was so over the fucking top. Actually, you know what's funny? So I've been going back through and like watching old videos of like God of War, and so that game actually was kind of tame as far as like the violence goes.
It really? Okay.
Yeah, like go back and like watch or just remember like old scenes. I'll give you one example. Like remember this the scene with you're fighting, is it Hades? The guy with the hooks?
Yeah.
And you're literally tearing his flesh off to kill him.
Are you talking about compared to the older games?
Yeah, compared to the older games,
Okay.
it was kind of tame.
Okay.
But I'm fine with that though. So yeah, but the fight with the stranger, because when the stranger first came around, he started punching Kratos. I was like, this dude's about to fucking die.
Dude looks skinny like me.
Oh yeah, and then all of a sudden it was like a serious like god fight scene. I was like, God damn! And the fucking entire environment changed.
Yep.
I was like, holy shit. So that's my favorite scene.
For me, it's always going to be that scene where they share Spartan wine together.
Yeah,
because it was almost joking like. It's the first time that Kratos kind of almost breaks character in terms of being like, this is a father-son moment. And unlike the times where he's tried to like touch him on the back or console him or something like that, it was more like, hey, I'm your dad, and this is going to be your first alcoholic beverage, and we're going to share this experience together. Even though we've been through hell, we're about to finish this quest.
Literally been through hell.
Let's fucking drink this together. And he goes, ah.
Yeah, even
That was
like a
great.
joke. Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny.
And he did it 2 back, right? Like the son did it, and then Kratos did it.
I literally laughed out loud, so that was good shit.
So there's one that's not on the list, and this was a couple days ago. This is directed at Cthulhu's Prodigy. Do you know this is from Big Gucci Juan?
Oh, that's Juan, yeah.
Oh, this is Juan Delameme?
Yeah, Juan Delameme.
Oh, he asked if you gay.
Motherfucker.
Literally, his quote is Cthulhu Prodigy a gay nigga.
Wow, damn it.
Damn.
Yeah, eat a bag of dicks.
And I'm pretty sure this is because of your foodie fetish.
I don't even post up many photos anymore.
Oh my fucking goodness.
That many anymore.
Yeah. So you went from 10,000 to 5,000.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
10,000 to 999.
Tone down, and they're always deep in some pussy.
Oh my goodness.
Can we talk about how Prodigy also has a hit out on him by probably Zuck?
Oh yeah.
Let's get in it.
Yeah.
Derek brought it up. So
Literally yesterday, I'm walking down in San Carlos. Some old fucking cuck bumps me with his goddamn car and hits me and shit. shit. So I slammed on his fucking hood and said, "Hey, watch where you fucking going," because I didn't get knocked down, but like I stumbled and shit. And he surprised the shit out of me. I was posting memes, of course. But this motherfucker, he had an old woman in the car with him or whatever, maybe his wife or some shit. She was like, "Hey, watch where you going." She's the one that fucking saved my goddamn life. Because this guy, it was like coming out of a strip mall.
I thought it was the brake pedal.
Yeah. Old fuckers don't need to be fucking driving. You know what I mean? So I mean, I cussed the guy out.
Fuck you, I still drive.
Yeah. I cussed the guy out or whatever. You know, no injuries. I didn't wake up sore and bullshit the next day. But I do think Zuck has something to do with that bullshit. He knows.
He done found your ass.
He be knowing. He knows.
You're like public enemy number 1, or at least top 3.
But he's always trying to shame me, though. You know what I mean? These are innocent fucking memes and gifts.
It's almost as if he has some kind of informant or something.
You motherfucker.
Inside job.
It be your own people.
Wait. It's you, my boy, but you ain't my fucking boy. I mean, we cool. We ain't fucking cool. I mean, you my nigga, but you ain't my fucking nigga.
God damn it. But yeah, that was a fucking story, man. I survived. I didn't fucking die, but Zuck got hits out on your boy.
I like the comments people were making. They're like, "Oh man, you should have just pissed yourself." And I'd be like, "What is that? What is that?"
You should have been like LeBron. Rolling around, grabbing your neck, even though your neck wasn't hit. Oh, my neck.
You know, I do sometimes. I go down fucking rabbit holes. Is that I'll watch those videos of like either dash cams or just people getting fucked up by vehicles.
Oh yeah, those are great.
Are the greatest ones are the insurance scams that fail.
Oh yeah.
Like somebody will stop in time, but they'll back up and then hit them.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what the fuck? It's like, oh, it's on dash cam, buddy, and they fucking drive away and shit.
My like the ones when the people were like, they're like trying to get hit by the car and like the car stopped, and they like run to the car and like jump on it and like, oh, and the guy's like,
wasn't there a Saints Row mission insurance scam?
Oh,
where you used to get, you used to get hit by cars and flying around.
I fucking miss Saints Row, man.
Oh damn.
You know what? If they announced it at fucking E3, that'd be great.
Yeah, that would be fucking dope as shit.
I mean, because Agents of Mayhem, it was Saints Row-esque.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, but it wasn't Saints Row. They even had Pierce was in it.
Oh really? Okay.
I gotta go back and beat the whole thing, but yeah, it wasn't that bad, but it wasn't Saints Row.
Yeah, I feel you, man. Saints Row 3 came out of fucking nowhere and changed my fucking life.
And then I went back and played Saints Row 2, and that shit was dog shit. Yeah. Only because of the controls. People say that Saints Row 2 is better than 3. You can go fuck yourself with that shit. Like some hipster shit. I'm pretty sure you're drinking beer out of fucking mason jars and shit. You're tripping.
God dang.
Trippy dog.
All right, do we want to talk about Miss Barr?
Oh, yeah. Okay. That's where my actual intro came from.
Yeah.
Ambien and alcohol.
Yeah. Set it up there.
Yeah, so Roseanne, I'm going to set it up, but then I can also preface it because I had I listened to Joe Rogan today, and he talked to her about it.
Like she was on the show?
She was on the show?
She was on the show like a while back, like last year sometime. And so they talk every now and again. So he asked her about like what the fuck happened. So
okay, but it wasn't an interview like after this.
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, it was after this. Like after she did things, and he like either was texting or called her.
Oh,
see what the fuck was going on.
Wow.
So what had happened was Roseanne, for some reason, decided to call this woman like a mix between like a monkey and something else.
And a Muslim.
Oh, she said a Muslim
Brotherhood.
Yeah, mixed with Planet of the Apes, and you get this person.
Yeah, and so shortly after that, she got her show canceled. She got ridiculed by pretty much all society.
But one of the sites stepped down because she was a
consultant. Consulting writer.
She stepped down after this all happened.
Yeah, and then like pretty much most of the cast turned on her as well. So
yeah, did you see one of her co-workers had called in to quit, and they in turn told her, "Oh, the show's already been canceled."
Damn.
I was like, holy shit. She, I forgot, I don't remember the actress' name, but she tweeted this out.
I think it was Darlene, right?
I think so, or the blonde. No, because I know Darlene's name. No, the blonde daughter.
Is that Becky or?
Yeah, Becky.
Yeah, bad actress.
Becky with the blonde hair.
It's all bad.
So I know she had talked about she was on Ambien before. And that's the reason why. So Joe talked to her and was trying to break it down, and she said that she was drinking and she was on Ambien, and then she actually didn't even know that the woman was black. And then I saw a picture of her and I was like, oh, okay, well I can kind of see why. She looks like, you can't really tell what ethnicity she is, but it's still kind of fucked up to say either way. And
wait, you can't tell that she's a black woman?
Yeah, she was born in Iran.
Yeah, but I've seen pictures of her.
Yeah, she's like super light skinned though. So I can understand. I'm not excusing what the fuck. Hold on, let me back this up a minute. All right, I'm not excusing what the fuck she said.
Okay.
Right, what she said and what happened to her, totally deserved.
Yeah.
All right, but she was saying how she was all fucked up, and I guess the schedule of doing the Roseannes show was like super hard on her and shit like that. But it just doesn't really excuse the fact that she said that, especially given the fact that she had some racist shit. I think it was like 5 years ago that she said she called somebody else some fucked up shit that was definitely black. So and it was she made a huge mistake and she paid for it.
You know what? I'm looking at a picture of her too, and like,
yeah, she doesn't look black.
She does not look black.
She really doesn't.
Really?
Yeah. Look a little bit. What was her name? Vivian.
It's Valerie Jarrett.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, she does not look black, dude.
No, I'm not with y'all on this one.
I mean, she's got black features.
Really?
Yeah, I'm really not. I mean, she looks like a light skin.
She looks
either Afro Latina or
like a red bone.
I can't tell honestly what she is. Like, from that picture.
I will say this.
I wouldn't call her a monkey though.
Oh no, I wouldn't call her either.
I will say this. Let me back up a little bit. Remember this. This was one of the highest rated shows. Her show on
ABC.
It's a good show.
On ABC. We talked about it. I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks ago when it first aired or the reboot came back on. I watched the first 2 or 3 episodes. I was kind of impressed with it. It seemed interesting. But yeah, I didn't realize that she had a history of this, Again,
really?
Yeah.
You didn't know?
No, I really didn't.
Yeah.
And I just got to claim some ignorance on that. I knew she had some, Trump supporting and some conspiracy stuff. I didn't know this, but this was off the hook. This was an ugly thing. She also did some stuff with I didn't quite understand the whole stuff with accusing Chelsea Clinton of marrying somebody who was a Nazi or a former Nazi. Some of that was bullshit, obviously, too. It was all fucked up.
I thought she was just sort of crazy, like conspiracy crazy, because when she was on Joe Rogan's podcast, I think it was last year, still like the last 8 months, she went off the deep end about conspiracies, and he kind of knocked down a lot of them. But she's like a super conspiracy theorist, but I didn't think that she was like a racist, you know what I mean? Until recently, which is fucked up. But I mean, like I said, even though given the fact that I don't think that she looks black either, but that she doesn't, it's not here nor there. Especially given the fact that she called somebody else a monkey that was definitely black. There's no
were they beefing or something, or I
don't know where this came from.
She said
it was a response.
Well, she said that she was just fucked up on Ambien and alcohol and just decided to put out quote unquote funny tweets. So.
And I'm not gonna let her get off the hook, at least from my mind, with that
not.
either.
No,
because Ambien doesn't make you say racist shit, and alcohol, while it can be something that allows you to put down your your barriers or your filters, but it doesn't make you do racist stuff either. You know what I mean? She fucked up. But and ABC, in a very quick news cycle, the reason why I bring up the ratings and whatnot, they canceled her while I was still reading stories about her tweets.
Right?
Yeah.
It happened fast.
Quick.
Yeah.
Probably within 24 hours of the tweet fucking even going out. So goddamn
pretty
quick.
sure less than that.
What I'm saying within that 24-hour window.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because this entertainment president of ABC is the one who canceled the show, and she's a black woman.
Yeah.
And I think she's the first black lady in that job role.
Well, and here's the thing. From a PR standpoint, I guess the big risk with her is what else would she do? You know what I mean? If you can't control yourself enough to put out this kind of craziness, literally tomorrow, later on tonight, you may do some even worse shit. You know what I mean?
Or the next day or whatnot, and just keep going.
Yeah, I mean,
this is all bad.
But I feel really bad, not only for the woman who she called an ape and all that, but and the false bullshit about Chelsea Clinton or whatever. But I feel really bad for all those actors, writers, writers, stage hands, you know.
Cast and crew
On this hit #1 show that, for no fault of their own, are out of a fucking job.
Like most of, like, I would say, like the girl who plays Arlene has The View that she's on with, so she has some kind of a job. The guy who played Dan, I mean, he's in
John
movies
Goodman.
and stuff. John Gibbons in movies and stuff, but like, you know, like the girl who plays Becky, or like the son, like, and also the girl who plays her sister. Like, I haven't seen them like in anything like I'm pretty sure they have been, but nothing like bringing in like Roseanne Barr money. You know what I'm saying?
Especially again for a #1 rated biggest hit of the television year. You know what I mean? We always talk about ratings and shit. This is a powerhouse rating show, and now it's gone. Like almost overnight. You know, even less than a night. You know what I mean? So, but I give props to ABC for being bold enough to say, hey, even though this is a #1 show, you can't be controlled, and you out of here.
Yeah, so they chose what? Integrity over money?
I mean, it appears that way, you know?
It's just so weird. Like, I was expecting to see, like, the social media numbers drop, but today they grew by over 100,000.
Good. Any press is good press in a certain way.
Not always.
But, I mean...
But one of my favorite things is I love how hardcore, in effect, the fucking memes started to flow.
Oh, man.
Holy shit. They kept coming out
that's the
nowhere.
Memes is the new stoning.
When you said social media, I'm sorry, Kronos. When you said
her Twitter page. Yeah.
Just how many Twitter followers she has?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just today, she gained over 100,000.
Wow. God damn. That is a lot. And that's not all just curious people, too.
Yeah,
you know?
those are probably people who are like, oh, yeah, she's great. She's right. You know?
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Well, they're right-wingers that are just, they're drones. The same thing happens on both sides, all right? So people get mad, shit like that, but they're drones. They see something that they like, and they think they're in their camp, and they're just like, oh, I'm just going to hop on it. People just need to be free thinkers, you know?
Not like Kanye.
There also gonna be people like trying to find out like what else is coming from her, so they can like.
But you don't have to
stay
follow
on top of it.
You don't have to follow to do that, though.
I mean, it comes up in your feed though.
It does.
That's true.
So that way it saves you from typing shit.
Yeah.
But still, regardless.
I was gonna say I love how some of the memes are replacing Barbecue Becky with like Roseanne Barr face on there. That shit's fucking funny.
And Drake.
Oh yeah. Oh,
We got to talk about that too.
We'll get to that later. Did y'all see, kind of staying on this because it's politically charged, y'all see that Kim Kardashian went to the White House to talk about prison reform?
That's why I said the seventh seal has been opened. This is the end times, bro. The end
fuck?
times.
What the fuck does she know about? I mean, maybe some of her exes are in prison, but what else does she know besides that? What does she know
Free
about?
my baby daddy.
She doesn't know shit about anything.
What the fuck?
Oh, see... I know here, so you're not gonna get a cool argument out of this. But
There ain't no defending this one.
The main thing she went there for was because I guess there's like a woman who's in prison. And it was like her first offense, and she was in there for drugs and for money laundering, and it was her first offense. But she was sentenced to a life in jail.
Money laundering?
Yeah,
that requires some setting
but
up.
she's in there for life though, and so Kim's like trying to help her get out, and she tried to get Trump to pardon her
for that one person. Get the fuck out of here.
But
I'm just saying that's why.
Yeah, I hear you. But here's my thing.
I'm not behind it. Fuck
there
that shit.
are extremely intelligent and articulate lawyers. They're, political activists, scholars, people who literally this is their life.
And keep
their
clothes on.
And not Instagram, nude model. I mean, and she has a successful business and all that. I get that, but nothing that she's done has anything to do with the judicial system and reform. I mean, stay in your lane, goddammit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be different if she was like part of a unified demonstration and wanted to be like a spokesperson, but to actually talk about policy change, like what the fuck?
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
Unless it's how to ruin men's lives. Step by step.
Or how to
steal their soul.
Or how to give a Lewinsky. I'm just saying.
I love how somebody in the chat had posted up saying, I wonder if Trump grabbed her in the pussy.
God.
He tried to slip a digit in.
Damn.
Sent it to Stormy too. So look what I get to do.
Should we talk about the other big internet sensation this week?
Go for it.
Pusha T?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Drake is gone. R.I.P. Drake.
Wait, what the fuck?
R.I.P. Drake is in the dirt. He had a great life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think Pusha T got that Infinity Gauntlet. He was like, bro.
Man. So, for those who don't know, especially youngsters, Pusha T from the Clips has dropped some bars for a long time. Like, when he was with Clips and all that, and had some Neptune beats, he was fire. Back in the 2000s and shit. I hadn't thought about him or listened to him in a long time, and I saw him trending yesterday on Twitter and said, I was like, what the fuck is Pusha T on here for? And then I heard that shit.
So,
son of Adnan or something like that?
Son of Adidon? Adidon? It's supposed to be like a play on Adonis?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Basically, he said Drake got a illegitimate kid with a porn star, and he's a deadbeat dad.
That's what's funny to me.
And that shit was hilarious.
It is hilarious, but one, because it hasn't been publicly stated that he's exactly
hadn't been legitimately refuted.
Yeah, that. But also, like, I mean, I did a search for her, and she ain't got no porn videos. Like, she's naked and booty shaking, but she ain't getting stuffed. So it makes me be like, well,
did you search though, bro?
Yeah, bro.
I know where to search.
Not all porn is penetration. There's like,
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. This is what I'm saying. She's a nude model, and there's a lot of models who did Playboy who also did like nude videos.
That's pornography.
Well, that's saying that every woman that's posed for Playboy,
They're
porn
yes.
actresses,
yes, they
porn
are.
stars.
They've posed for pornographic pictures.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I know what you're saying in terms of splitting hairs between video versus picture
versus like,
but
artistic pictures.
It's still, it's still, you know what it is. I mean, it's still in the same porn category.
Yeah, because they call her legit porn star versus people like Michelle Pfeiffer, Vanessa Williams.
But hold on, real quick. We are not on this cast dissing porn stars.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
No.
So just to be clear on
We
that.
like porn stars. We've had porn stars on the podcast.
Absolutely. Yeah. Shout out to y'all. Strippers, porn stars.
To be
y'all
clear,
are awesome.
we have interviewed porn stars on the podcast, not had them. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what everybody thought until you said that. God damn.
Well, just to be clear, I mean, if you want to have, you need to check our
How
official
thirsty
website.
is Old Ninja tonight? Just saying.
Skate. But yeah, Pusha T just destroyed him. There's no coming back.
This all came from Drake doing blackface, right? Isn't that where it all sparked from?
I guess there was a photo of him from back in his Degrassi soap opera days of him in blackface, and that was on the cover of this Pusha T album.
Yeah.
And this photo is all bad.
I'm looking at it right now.
Man.
It's like straight stepping out. It looks like the blackface that would be in like in cartoons and shit, like old school black and white cartoons. That's
Like old school minstrel.
Yeah, it's not a good look.
It's not Pusha T's first diss track though, too, right?
No, they've had beef for like 12 years.
Okay. Because I was like, dude, there's a couple
Y'all that are watching want to see.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Yeah, that is super blackface.
Yep.
Especially with the red lips. There's no excuse for that.
Even if he's black, doesn't matter.
Even look at the shirt that he's wearing too.
What is his shirt?
What the hell?
Oh,
It's like a crow, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it Crow from Dumbo?
Yep. Yeah, which was some racial overtones too.
Dude, Disney have so much racial shit out there.
Same with Warner Brothers back in the day.
Yeah.
Don't forget that. But yeah.
I mean, any of those legacy ones, they're gonna have some racial overtone shit.
But yeah, Drake is gone. Like, and I was starting to like him, in terms of his latest stuff. This was not God's plan.
Maybe it was.
Maybe it was, yeah. Be a father to your kid. God's plan.
So I have part of the lyrics up right now, and it says, "Forget she's a porn star, let her be in your world, yay. How dare you put yay in your verse? I'm selfish, I want all the curses. I pre-booked the church, my verse is 3 hearses. I want to get to the part where he talks about, like, take care of your fucking kid or something like that.
Hold on. You were hitting the flow right there. You should be a rapper.
I can read raps.
All right, let's do the beat now.
Oh yeah, he like mentions her name too because her name is Sophie.
Yeah, man.
He had something here talking about like you married a thought or some shit like that. It was kind of fucking funny.
Yeah, it's weird because I think there's a version of it where he doesn't say thought. I think that because there's another diss track.
He's got a few of them.
Yeah,
he's got a few of them. And here's the thing: as long as it doesn't get into like physical violence or anybody shooting anybody or whatever, I love fucking rap beats.
That's the only recourse Drake has right now. Is maybe get into a fight. I mean, because there ain't shit you can say.
Yeah, you got to beat his ass, Drake. Come on.
Car bomb. Get it over with. I mean, shit.
God damn.
Shit. I mean, in case you're wondering about Drake's baby mama, she goes by, was it Rose Divine? Not to be confused with Ava Devine.
Yeah, no, not Ava Devine. All right, so it is what it motherfucking is, guys.
Tupac had the best diss track though.
Hit him up.
Hit 'em up. Holy
Hit 'em up
shit!
was
I heard that
dope.
recently, like the uncensored version. God damn,
Oh,
they
great.
go fucking hard, and he uses goddamn beat on him. Ah,
Yep.
yeah. That shit. Oh damn.
There comes.
Yeah,
You know what?
I mean, dude, she's a French nude model. Even though people say she's a porn star, but she's bad as fuck.
What the fuck? If you pose nude, you're doing porn.
Maybe you need to Google porn and see.
Did I
Oh, yeah,
Google
maybe you
porn?
can't.
Yeah.
Or type in definition of porn.
I mean, because if that's the case,
You
like
might-
half of Hollywood's been doing porn. Shit.
I mean, there's a lot of people who do porn.
It edited to porn.
No, bitch, I said porn, not porn.
Google's like, do you
How
mean
dare
this?
you? Television programs, magazine, books, etc., that are regarded as emphasizing the sensuous or sensational aspects of a non-sexual subject and stimulating compulsive interest for their audience.
By definition, that's porn.
Porn.
Seriously.
I should take a shot though.
All right.
She is pretty bad.
She is thick.
Oh, man.
She does have booty videos. I'll say that.
Let's switch it up a little bit.
But she got him for 18 years.
Dude. Switch it up a little bit. Old Ninja, you are the only one on the cast that actually did see this poorly rated, underwatched Han Solo movie.
Over $100 million.
By Star Wars standards, I think we all know that that's low. But
Yeah.
in a non-Uber spoiler-ish way,
Yeah.
don't go overboard.
No, I
Tell
won't
us
go
what
overboard.
you thought of this one.
So I went into this movie with like low expectations.
Did
and
you
I
see it
didn't-
solo? Solo?
No,
Did you see
I-
Solo?
No, I did not see Solo. Yeah, I went in with low expectations. I didn't expect much. To preface this, Han Solo is not my favorite Star Wars character, so I was willing to give this young actor a chance. As
We don't even know his fucking
Han.
name. do
Yeah,
we?
his name's like Eldritch or Aldrich or
You
whatever.
don't even know it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't give a fuck. Anyway, going in, I was willing to give him the benefit of the doubt, even though he doesn't really look like old school Han, and he
Or
doesn't
act like
sound
him.
He doesn't sound like Harrison Ford as well either. But I actually like this film. I don't want to say I didn't want to, but I just wanted to accept it for what it was. I mean, it does have some issues, but I will say that going in, being a hardcore Star Wars fan that I am, I was super appreciative of a lot of stuff that a lot of fanboys were saying or thinking that might be nixed because of the Disney acquisition of Star Wars. But now we get to see and hear on screen like a lot of stuff that was, about Han's origin is in fact canon.
Okay.
Now there are some stuff that is like wiped away. For instance, there's literally one line in the film that like nixes a bunch of expanded universe stuff with just one line.
Wow,
And
okay.
it's telling about his family name.
Okay.
So it kind of wipes away a bunch of stuff. It actually there's really cool stuff that I liked about. There's reference to Episode 1 characters in this film.
Are there any Jedis in it or Sith Lords?
I plead the fifth.
Okay, don't want to say.
I can't say.
That means yes.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. I plead the fifth. Donald Glover, he was Lando for me. He
Really?
slipped into this like a new pair of fucking hush puppies. I was just like, oh shit, Lando up on screen. I mean, watching the film. So I didn't read the article about the pansexual thing, but watching the film, I got the feeling that the original writer of Han Solo said something in jest, saying like maybe Lando would fuck anything, and the journalist spun that narrative to pansexual. And watching the film, I'm like, oh, I get the joke. I felt like it was a joke to the fans.
Hold on.
I didn't read the article. That's
Time to fuck out. Okay, just to clarify though.
Yeah.
It was the co-writer who made the statements and has doubled down on it several times that he felt that this character was that. So I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah, I get it.
It wasn't like a spin on it or anything. It was came from the
Okay,
co-writer.
so yeah, like I said, I didn't read the article, but I was getting from Lando's presence that he's just exudes some kind of weird sexuality, and everyone's all about it. And I
You got that from this movie?
Yes.
Wow.
And it's very telling. It's very blatant, kind of. Some people say it might be even forced.
Wait, like is he fucking boy robot?
No. No. I don't want to give too much away.
You said blatant.
Yeah, it's blatant about like him just being like a sexual person. But there you go.
Everybody's a sexual person. So
I mean, on some level,
yeah, some level.
But you're saying fuck anything was a blatant. That, just to quote you.
I'll clarify more female than anything.
Okay, all right.
So
But you know, there's always that one person who's just always fucking around and fucking all different kind of people, and there's like that like saying that they'll say like, "Well, that boy will fuck anything that's not bolt to the floor."
Yeah, it's kind of like that. I felt that kind of joke in the film, and it comes out very like in some ways it may seem forced. So
okay.
I see what you did there. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Awakened.
Yeah. Amelia Clarke was amazing in this film. She did a great job. She's fucking ridiculously
Did she have
gorgeous.
dragons?
No.
I watched that shit.
No, not per se. But yeah, I mean, it's just a fun film. There are some issues that I had because it could have been darker.
Okay.
So there's some things you can tell, like when the movie starts out, it's actually kind of like bleak a little ominous, and then like it kind of slipping. It tries to bump it up to like light-hearted, warm-hearted stuff,
Like an MCU movie.
Yeah. And then like later on, we see Han. He's gone through some shit, and he says like, you know, I've done some things. You know, I'm not. He's trying to be like, you know, I'm not like clean and proper. You know, like when you saw me as a kid. And it's just like, well, when you're watching the film, you're like, yeah, you've done some stuff, but it's not like super terrible, you know?
I've done some things. I sucked Lando's dick. He's
I
paying.
mean-
Did y'all know he's paying? Is that the setup?
Yeah, almost.
How you think he got that Millennium Falcon?
Oh, he sucked a mean dick.
Yeah, I mean, so there's some stuff in it where he's like, yeah, he's a deserter, he's a thief, and like a smuggler, but it's all in. They make it kind of fun. I mean, he does bad things, but you're still rooting for him.
So wait, was he a drug smuggler?
Yo, did they say what he was smuggling?
Yeah, they show you what you're smuggling. And it's a big plot point of the
All right,
movie.
keep it to yourself.
So yeah, there's a huge.
Was he smuggling hot dogs?
Cooper? Yeah, no.
He's pan.
No.
I got more pan jokes, yo.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Chewbacca goes hard in this movie.
Good.
We see him.
Into Lando.
Damn it.
Damn, you had to go. Yeah, I mean, we see him more visceral than before. He's fucking up people in this film, and he's rightfully so because he's fucking pissed. I can't do it.
Yeah.
You should have done it. But yeah, there's a huge fucking cameo near the end of the fucking film where the whole crowd fucking freaked out.
I'm gonna guesstimate. Even you don't have to say shit. I think our real one, Jabba, comes in this motherfucking movie. I'll bet.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
I'm definitely looking at Jabba.
Gangsta ass
He comes in
Jabba.
with a fucking pimp hat.
Yeah.
Shit. He's got one fucking what do you call those things? High heel fucking shoes, the platform shoes.
platform
At
shoes.
the end of his
With
fucking
goldfish
tail.
in it?
With goldfish in it. Yeah.
Pimping hard.
But yeah, it was definitely fun. I found it fun. If Han Solo is your favorite character, you might freak out a little bit, especially if you've been following it. But if you're a fan of the films, I think you'll enjoy this movie.
Just give me one last thing. Did you like it less than Force Awakens, or not Force Awakens, Last Jedi, or more than Last Jedi? Less or more? Just between those two, not the other Star Wars movies. Come on.
I'm gonna say this is kind of. I like this a little more.
Wow. Okay.
I like this a little, not
That's
like
good
a
to know.
huge bit more, just a little more.
I know like a few of my filmmaking friends. They really enjoyed the movie.
Good.
So,
Okay.
Oh yeah, shit, Bunny Man, he liked it
But I mean,
a
I
lot.
liked it, and so did my friend Ashish.
Okay.
Yeah,
it as
so
well, too.
I actually know someone also who is also trying to get into the film industry. He's actually a working actor, but Han Solo is his favorite character.
What if you're a non-working actor?
then you're a busboy. But yeah, he did not enjoy this film, and he was not familiar with Donald Glover.
Really? Okay.
So yeah, and so he felt that his performance was forced or whatnot. But I felt there was a great interpretation. Like, this was perfect casting with Donald Glover as Lando.
So, are we willing to say, regardless of how many people liked it or didn't, because it sounds like it's generally favorable, but a little bit mixed with some people, are we willing to say now that there is a bit of Star Wars fatigue based on the ratings, or based on the box office score?
I think we're getting there.
No, I don't think it was fatigue, actually. I think that this movie probably wasn't the best Star Wars movie. Even though I haven't watched it yet. I'll watch it eventually, y'all. But I still think it was a problem with a really congested box office.
Okay. The timing?
Yeah, the timing was bad. I mean, we had Black Panther followed by Ready Player One, followed by fucking
Infinity War,
followed by
Deadpool 2.
Yeah, and then right after that, we have this shit. So,
and then we got Jurassic World coming up.
Yeah. So I think they could have picked a better. They should have stuck to the fucking winter. But I know they do these things when they think it's going to make the most money. But this obviously was not the time.
I don't know what are they afraid of this December? Because it feels like there's nothing in December.
There's probably something big.
There's probably something.
We got The Incredibles coming too.
Yeah,
that's in the summer.
In the summer.
That's coming
That's like next month.
Yeah.
It's like 2 weeks.
So, shit.
What's your rating for it? I'll put it in here.
Well, since I like this slightly more than
The Last
Jedi, because I gave The Last Jedi 9. I'm gonna have to give this like a 9.1.
Wow. All right.
To be fair,
that's worth seeing.
yes.
Sure.
In fact, I'm gonna see it again maybe tomorrow. So I'm gonna see it in a Dolby theater.
Good
So
shit.
it was a fun film. I had fun with it. Actually, when I left the theater, I wanted to see the adventures of Han and Lando.
Okay. What's coming out in December?
Okay. So, December 7th, probably not a whole lot. December 14th is Mortal Engines, which actually looks okay from what I've seen. I got to look more into it. December 14th is Spider-Man.
So that's the animated
movie,
right?
Okay.
Oh yeah, it was Miles, right?
That looks cool.
The 21st is Bumblebee.
Oh shit!
What?
Oh, Bumblebee.
Haven't seen
On the
anything
same
for that.
day is Alita Battle Angel, which is fucking weird.
They moved that to
And on the
December?
same day is Aquaman, which is
shit.
weird. And then a couple days after that is Mary Poppins Returns. So
A good Star Wars could take out
they
all
could've
of
taken
those.
all of them.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
easily.
was very poor planning on their part.
But I was gonna say the best Star Wars movie is the Lego Star Wars movie where they had Han Solo as a kid. You ever seen that episode?
I didn't see that one.
It was like a 15-minute movie, but like at the end, so they were taking a carbonite Jar Jar Binks to Jabba the Hutt. Like that was the whole entire skit of the whole entire thing, was them getting the carbon Jabba. Oh, fuck, I forgot his name again. Jar Jar Binks to get him back to what's the name?
Fuck Jar Jar. Fuck that purple hair. All right. Where you want to go?
Well, we should talk about stuff we skipped over last week.
All right. What did we skip over?
So we saw the casting of Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio in Spider-Man: Homecoming 2.
Was that confirmed?
I think
Yeah, but not a whole lot of thoughts on that. I mean, we'll see what happens when it comes out. So
I feel you.
it looks like it'll be okay fit.
I'm not a big Jake Gyllenhaal fan in general of it. I mean, I can't think of one of his roles that I loved him in.
I like his sister even less.
Yeah,
dang.
I'm not a Gyllenhaal guy.
What's his sister?
Miss
Maggie
Gyllenhaal?
Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Don't know who the fuck she is.
She was in
was in
Batman,
Dark- she was in
goddammit.
Dark Knight, bro.
Fuck.
I don't know people's fucking names.
God,
Have you not
damn.
learned that from the show yet?
She was replaced by goddamn.
Oh, she was in the first one?
Katie Holmes. Yeah.
Wait, wasn't she married to? Oh no.
Wait,
Katie
no,
Holmes
wasn't
married.
that the reverse? Katie Holmes was in the first one.
Yeah,
Maggie
yeah.
Gyllenhaal replaced her in the
Oh,
second.
that's right. Yeah.
But
That was not a good replacement, by the way.
the tough thing for me though is Mysterio. Obviously, it'll depend on how the costume looks, and we haven't seen any screenshots yet.
Yeah.
But Mysterio, for those who don't know, is literally wearing basically
Fish
like
globe.
a fishbowl on his head in the comics. I'm positive they're not going to do that in the goddamn movie.
They might.
You think so?
Well, they did a really good job with the Vulture, but that was just Michael Keaton fucking knocking that shit out the park.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
Michael
I mean,
Keaton was good.
But his suit was like, it was
New
functional.
age, yeah.
yeah, it looked like he was wearing a fucking like a fighter pilot's mask.
Yeah.
So it worked out.
That worked well because it looked cool and realistic, and like almost like what was his name? Falcon almost. You know?
yeah.
Like a
So apparently
reverse
Michael
version of
Keaton's
it.
back for this too.
I'm down. He didn't die in the first one, so
Yeah, he went to jail. So
Well, he did keep Peter Parker's identity a secret.
Although I do want to see repercussions in all of the MCU from Thanos' snapped finger.
Oh yeah.
Literally, y'all gonna have to give me something about some of these Sinister Six either coming back to life or replaced or something like that. There has to be some kind of I was dead, because if you have 6 of them, you can't have all 6 that weren't affected. You know what I mean? Like mathematically, that don't work too well.
So we did get introduced to the Scorpion in the last one.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
and Shocker too.
So I was gonna like that.
Super Shocker.
Yeah. Make them say
Tuna Pink on his thing.
So far, the only thing outside of Infinity War that's talked about the effect or even had the effect of Thanos is Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So far.
Okay. Now, people died on there as a result?
No, not like that. No, not yet. But they do talk about Thanos invading, so it doesn't show you exactly the time of the finger snap.
Okay.
But they talk about him in New York at the time, so we don't know how much time takes place between.
I mean, this is no shade at all, but they milked the whole invasion with Loki and the aliens for like 10 years, so this has to have an effect in the Marvel world.
I mean, it has an effect.
Everything.
It has an effect in the MCU so far. I don't know how it's going to affect Luke Cage
or Ant-Man
or Cloak and Dagger.
That's true.
When that comes out, so
true.
We'll see.
All right. The other one, sorry, I'm jumping around a little bit, but for Jamie Foxx, we talked about this briefly, so it's confirmed. He is going to be Spawn.
Yeah, I think it's a good fit.
And he looks like he could do this. He really does.
I don't know how well he is in action movies per se, so he has to learn how to like fight better, I guess. But I don't know what his fighting skills are right now. So
and for me, wouldn't most of his fighting be with the
cape and
mask?
No, because even before.
He is a military man.
Yeah, I think it was.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. He's either Marine or Special Forces or some shit.
Yeah.
I think he was Special Forces because he got fucked up by Special Forces.
On screen, that could be like a 3-minute flashback.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but we'll see. No screenshots, no trailers.
Yeah,
cautiously
Jamie Foxx hasn't done a bad movie in a very long time.
I
can't even think of the last bad movie.
You know what?
It was
for me, Amazing Spider-Man 2. He was awful in.
Oh, really?
Dude, I liked him.
I know a lot of people that liked him. For me, it was just like, okay, this is Jamie Foxx in blue.
There you go.
You think of fucking Avatar.
Yeah, it was just, I don't know.
All right.
I'm trying to look and see what other movies he's been in that's like more military style.
He was great in Django. I know that wasn't military.
He was in Stealth, but that wasn't a good movie. That was
No, he's in that, what was it, The Kingdom? Where they're in Saudi Arabia with Jessica Biel.
I never
He
saw
was
that.
also in Jarhead with.
Jarhead.
Oh, yeah, he is in Jarhead.
With Jake Gyllenhaal.
There you go.
Let's talk about Darling in the Franxx.
Oh my fucking god! All right, yes, I'm ready for this shit.
Darling in the Franxx. So since we did Fanime, recently, they actually showed that episode.
Yeah,
while we were there. So didn't have a chance to watch it, but I watched it when I came home.
Good.
Darling in the Franxx really did a huge plot reveal. So if y'all don't want to hear about it, stop listening right now for the next probably like 5 minutes. So
Spoiler.
We're gonna spoil the shit out of this. So basically, they did a history on Warner, the guy who everybody I think they call him Papa, but he's not really Papa.
Yeah.
So apparently they discovered immortality through extracting magma from the core of the earth, and they figured out how to live forever. But the consequence of that was you'd be infertile.
Yes.
If you underwent the procedure. So, but right around the same time they figured out that shit, the fucking Klaxosaurs came around, and they had to figure out how to make these robots to fucking fight these Klaxosaurs, but they couldn't. They really needed to be piloted by a man and a woman or somebody with reproductive organs, which or working reproductive system, which nobody had.
Yep.
So they had to start cloning fucking kids and shit.
Oh, they're all fucking clones.
Yeah, I knew they were clones from the get.
Yeah, I got an impression too that they were. Yeah. Because like there was no like there's kids and older people. There's like nobody in between.
Yeah.
Actually, there is.
Yeah.
You just don't realize it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Nana and the other guy.
Yeah. The two kind of guardians of the plantation with Zero2 and Hero and all them. But yeah, keep going.
Yeah, I thought that was it was really good. Then like they it was like basically Warner's whole like super sob story about how he was gonna get married to like this other scientist chick, and then she ended up getting killed in one of the Franxx fucking trials and shit.
You know who I thought she was? I thought she was the old woman from that one episode.
I thought too. Yeah.
You know, where she was just like, I don't, you know, my partner, I don't know where he is, and blah blah blah.
I don't think, why was the lady so old looking?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
maybe she just got the infusion when she was older.
Yeah, exactly. Could have been.
But they did not explain why that woman got sick around the kids.
That's true. So we don't know that. And some of our kids right now are having the, like, getting puberty, almost hitting puberty, and also getting sick too.
Well, I think that's kind of, you can explain that away from, they don't have an outlet. They're not teaching them the proper outlets to, you know, like a love and affection and shit like that. They're not showing them that. I think if you do that to like a kid, like with no outlet, that's going to have like really detrimental.
You think the physical effects of sickness?
Yeah. Like if you deny a kid, like if they don't know, if you don't teach them about boys and girls, if you suppress all that shit, like eventually it's going to probably manifest itself physically.
Damn. So, okay, that's interesting. I
think that's one of the main reasons. But I think another reason is the yellow blood injection.
Yeah. Okay. So low key, I got a new waifu on that show.
Which who?
I like the Klaxosaur princess a little bit.
Oh yeah. Well, she looks like a little girl though.
Yeah.
Well, was she older in the other one?
She seemed teenage. I don't know, but I like the fact that she bit Papa's arm fucking off.
Yeah.
Cleaned the fuck off.
Yeah.
Smelled the Klaxosaur blood on him. She was like, you know what? You can't live.
Yeah,
you can live, but
you don't kill my homies.
Yeah. I love that. And it also, I mean, obviously you see the similarities between her and 02 immediately.
Well, she's a clone.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah.
But this answered a whole lot of fucking questions. Not all the questions, but it just moved the backstory forward in a wonderful fucking way.
Yeah, I like that. I like that this anime, they did a soft reboot of the series, and then they went into telling more of the backstory. I think what a lot of shows, I think American shows could kind of learn from this is that they don't do enough soft reboots, and they do not, which fucking The Expanse did, which in an excellent way, which we'll talk about later. But they don't do enough soft reboots, and they don't do a good job of like really explaining and answering all the questions. I think that's where we got into the problems with what was that show? God damn it.
Lost was one.
Lost, yeah. That was a perfect example where you can't keep posing questions and not answering other questions.
Yep.
And this one, they're starting to answer questions and they're leaving you with more questions. So
good balance.
Yeah, that's really good balance.
I mean, Westworld was really good at doing that too. Like every time you had to answer a question, like they'll give you like 20 more questions that they have to answer later.
And real quick, they had their equivalent of almost a red wedding. You know?
Oh yeah. I mean, you guys talking about that.
Where it was like two are they teenagers or they're just kind of like junior high school, like prepubescent, like 12, 13?
Yeah, I think 12, 13.
Yeah, so almost
except for maybe 02. She's a little bit older.
Yeah. Okay, so let's say they're 13-year-olds.
Yeah.
They're
going through puberty, definitely.
Definitely going through puberty. Two of them wanted to get married, and Papa sent in.
They was fucking.
Yeah, they was fucking. They was fucking.
That's why I said Kokoro was the fucking.
She was holding it out. She was like, "Make a baby with me, daddy."
Yeah, like, literally. Yeah.
But that wedding was all bad. Them police came through and was like, "Nah, y'all ain't about to have no fucking ceremony up in here." It's just a great show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A little bit of fucking obviously some waifu stuff in there, and then obviously excellent sci-fi, hardcore sci-fi in there. So
yeah. Especially with so there's two characters that are in the show that are actually they were kids and they used to be pistils and stamens. Mm-hmm. Or what do they call them? Parasites.
Yeah, parasites.
And they grew up.
Yep.
But apparently they have to like suppress their emotions like at all times. They have to take like things to kill all their emotions, but they might regress, which happened with Nana. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
And don't forget 8. We got their backstory too, in terms of their world empire of them being the ones that actually founded the research for the magma and all of that, and funded Papa, and all of his money.
I'm gonna just call him Warner now because he's not Papa.
Yeah. It's kind of weird for me calling him Papa.
Dude, I need to definitely catch up.
Yeah, Darling in the Franxx is shit, man.
Yeah.
Super popular anime, fucking dope.
So's Megalobox. That was really good too.
I need to catch up on that one.
Dude, it's really cool because at Fanime they have had this one room that was mainly for marathoning TV shows or anime, and on Saturday they had Darling and the Franxx running for like about 3 to 4 hours, and then after that Mega Blocks.
Yeah,
it was on there, so that shit was kind of dope.
Like current shit people are watching right now. You could watch it with other anime fans.
Dude, so going back to Fanime real quick, is next year their 25th year anniversary?
No, I think they're already beyond 20.
No idea.
Dude, I did not know Fanime's been around that
Fanime's been around
long.
for a minute, and I heard that Fanime used to be like nowhere near as big.
They shut down downtown San Jose, a very big city.
Memorial Day weekend
every goddamn year.
Pretty much. And it's weird because there was another event.
Years. Okay, yeah. Right. I'm sorry.
So next year it's going to be the 25th year anniversary.
Ooh, it's going to be big.
25, dude. Damn.
There's so many people there, and like there was another event across the way where the crowd just took it over.
Yeah.
Well, no, because they were showing at the San Jose Sympathy place. I can't Symphony. They were playing. What's the name of that fucking anime? That movie. I think it was Kiki's Delivery Service.
Yeah.
But they had like a band playing like the song and stuff like that, which is kind of fucking dope. Which I didn't know because like I was walking around, I saw people like cosplaying as her, and I thought it was a Harry Potter thing still going on. So they had that like at at Silicon Valley Comic Con. But yeah, I guess that was actually part of the Fanime.
I love that shit, man.
Kind of dope.
Well, I was also talking about the park. There's the park across the street.
Oh yeah,
there's some event over there that was going on where just con goers were just going in droves and taking over what the fuck was going on over there.
And here,
it was fucking crazy.
Real quick, if you can't make it to the Bay Area Memorial Day weekend, Anime Expo down in LA is another huge one. So SoCal has theirs and NorCal has theirs. Just go to a goddamn anime convention. They're fucking lit.
For Anime Expo, like I went like the second and third year when they first came out, and I actually knew the people who were pitting together. So that was like the first expo or anime anything I went to, and I was able to get them for free.
Good shit. Speaking of which, Michael B. Jordan is going to be voicing a anime character. Obviously, we know him as Killmonger from Black Panther.
Creed.
And from Creed, yeah. But
and Johnny Storm.
I don't know much about the Rooster Teeth anime character that he's playing, but the art looks pretty cool. I have seen the art, or at least a screenshot of the art.
Yeah, a screenshot. It looks like Ruby since they grew up with Ruby. If you watch original Ruby, you can see that they've enhanced their skills with the software.
Well, and don't forget, on Black Panther, as Killmonger, he's wearing a Vegeta vest, so he is hardcore into anime. He said it many a time, so that's cool for him.
Yeah, for sure. So should be cool.
I'm trying to look at some of this animation style, but all I see is a rooster with fucking teeth.
Rooster teeth.
Yeah, roosters with teeth. Like
well, just look up Ruby. You'll see their animation.
I already know what Ruby looks like, but I want to look what Rooster Teeth looks like.
Okay.
So Trollhunters.
Oh yeah.
This show's fucking excellent.
Yeah, season 3 just came out. Actually,
Friday?
Yeah. It's been pretty good. You know what's funny? What's fucked up is that I know that Anton Yelchin, he died a couple years ago.
Yeah, the accident, got crushed by his Jeep.
Yeah, it's fucking awful.
Yeah, in his own
and so
garage.
I thought in this one it would be a different guy, but it's not yet. It's still his voice.
Still sounds the same.
Yeah.
As Master Jim.
Well, I don't know, because like I was trying to look that up today and see if it was him, but it's hard to tell, like, because if they did replace him, whoever's doing the voice is like really good. But then again, it's like, you know, the fact that he recorded all of this before he passed away, which is like, I think it was about like 2 years ago when it happened, or was it last year?
Yeah, I think it was a year or two ago. Yeah.
Animation takes a long fucking time.
Yeah, that's true.
So
and I don't know, the show's just really good. Like, I've been a fan of it since it first released.
You told us about it, and then we went to that.
Better.
We went to that WonderCon
the panel,
and we were just like, you know what, this show is fucking good. Let's fucking try it. I only saw the first episode because I usually watch that one with my kids, but everybody loves it. It's fucking great.
So you definitely got to watch it. Like, this is actually the last season.
Okay.
But this is actually a 3-part. Wait, no. So this one, this episode, or this season's called, or this section, because it's a trilogy.
Yeah.
And the trilogy is broken into 3 parts. So the first part of the trilogy is the battle at Arcadia or something like that.
Yeah.
And then next season is 3 something. 3 I can't remember what it's called. But then the final one's called the Return of the Magician or something like that.
Okay.
Which I'm thinking that's going to be Merlin, because Merlin has a big impact on this show.
Truth.
Because like Master Jim, his power is from Merlin, and then all these trolls are protected by Merlin from like the dark side or whatever. But this season's been really fucking fun.
Well, I've seen like I think what is it? The girl's name? What's the girl's name?
Oh, Claire Nunez.
Yeah, I think she's gonna get her own suit, and so is the other kid too.
Tobias?
Yeah, I kind of jumped ahead and I saw that.
Oh, I haven't caught up yet, but it looks like they're both gonna get their own like suits of armor. So
good shit.
Cool. Well, you can see it in the intro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah. But with Netflix, like, what's cool about that is that like, if you watch your shows back to back to back, you have the option to skip the intro.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Good shit. Do you see online if he's in it? Or you look? Well, Cronus is looking it up.
Also, the next part of it's called the 3 Below, and then I think after that it's the Return of the Magician or something like that. Because when I was looking this up, I wanted to see if there was going to be a 4th season, and I saw that Guillermo del Toro jumped on and said like, no, there's not going to be a 4th season, but it's because there's other parts of the trilogy that's going to come out.
This is what I thought. Okay, so Anton Yelchin is in season 3, but there are parts when I'm watching it and it doesn't sound like him anymore. And because it's another guy.
Oh,
okay, yeah.
There's another
mixed
guy.
in.
Yeah, it's
probably reshoots and stuff.
Emil Hirsch.
Oh,
but yeah, you can tell it's like in the same episode, like the voice will kind of change.
That's funny because Emil Hirsch kind of resembles him. Doesn't really look like him, but he's another actor. So the name sounds familiar. He played Speed Racer in the live-action Speed Racer.
Oh wow, yeah.
Fucking horrible.
So funny.
Some people like stand hard for that shit.
They do. So it's funny. Going back to what y'all was talking about, Darling in the Franxx is on Hulu now.
Oh, good shit.
And then they brought in Boondocks. All 4 seasons are on Hulu.
Good
I
shit.
saw that shit today. I was like, oh
fucking shit, man.
Dude, quick, I'm just jumping back about Trollhunters. The last episode I watched, so the girl gets possessed, and this is like literally a scene from The Exorcist. Like the guy walks up, like you know how like the opening of The Exorcist, like the guy walks up to the house and you see the house and the music start playing. It's basically that scene, and then once he goes inside, like all the furniture and shit's like spinning around just like in Exorcist. It was pretty fucking funny. And yet, like it's funny because they even make reference to like like she has a crucifix and she tells him like just go ahead and drop it. I'll bring back your loved ones and this and that. It was totally ripped from The Exorcist. It was so fucking good to watch.
It's all with Morgana, right?
Yeah, with Morgana. Yeah. When she possesses Claire.
Dope ass shit, man. All right, should we switch it up into some gaming stuff?
Sure.
All right, Bethesda hinting and teasing at a new Fallout 76, right?
I was watching for like probably I had it on my screen for like 2 hours because they had it on Twitch. They had basically not Pip-Boy, but like the little guy, and then like in the background you could see like the
the TV station.
Yeah, like a TV station, like off air, old timey shit.
Yeah.
For like probably 24 hours.
Wow.
They had that up for, and then it's funny because like I'd be in the corner of my eye, and then all of a sudden something would happen. Like literally, like I watched one part where a guy came on with like some mask and a hood and a knife, and he went to go stab the fucking little figurine. And another one, like one of the game creators, he came out with like 2 cups and like some Sprite or some shit, and poured some Sprite in for himself, and then like the audience.
Yeah.
He put it up in front of the screen, and then he took out like a fucking God damn it. What do you call those things? A flask.
Okay.
And then he put some alcohol into both of them and shit. So then he left, and it was pretty cool.
I heard now. So online, I was seeing that this is supposedly going to be an action online RPG.
A survival RPG.
Okay.
A survival MMO RPG.
Okay. I did not enjoy Elder Scrolls Online at all, but a Fallout RPG has me interested.
I can see like steampunk shit. So
yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I dug a lot of Fallout 4. It was huge. I didn't really dig the settlements, and it was super buggy on the PS4 at launch.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of fun in there. You know what I mean? I probably invested 60 to 70 hours in that game, so I can't say I fucking hated it, but it wasn't my absolute favorite either.
You know what's funny is that I kind of fucked up in the beginning, and then I just stopped playing it. Like I maybe got maybe 5 hours in.
Wow, okay, that's early.
Done. Yeah, like when I played like Skyrim, I put like 200 plus hours in Skyrim.
Yeah, I remember.
And that's when I'm a Fallout fan. You know, I played Fallout 3. I played a fucking shitload of that game.
Yep.
But this, for some reason, I was just like, I fucked up in the beginning. I was just like, I'm not coming back from this.
Was it the settlements that got you, or?
It was the settlements, and I ran out of food and like everything, and I just gotta start over.
Yeah, the settlements were frustrating because they don't give you any like hints on what you need to make it actually function.
Well, I knew a little bit because at the time I was playing Fallout Shelter.
Okay,
so, yeah, I knew a little bit what to do.
The mobile game or
that shit was fucking
the
good.
phone game. Yeah,
I was playing that for a long time.
But we'll see.
In Fallout, it's 76. Is it the year 2076 or is it just
Vault 76?
I'm thinking that's what it is. Yeah.
They hinted to that the Vault 76 is the one that comes once it opens, it rebuilds society.
Okay,
so that's what I got from the trailer.
it says Vault 76 on here.
It seems like we will probably get way more details. I'm assuming at E3, right? Or
hopefully, but you never know.
You never know.
So,
Bethesda can do what they want to do.
It's funny because I guess they were developing 2 games at the same time because
Which one they doing now?
Rage.
That's right. That's them. Yeah.
So that was surprising to hear, Fallout get announced as well.
But then again, for Bethesda, I mean, didn't they? So they dropped Wolfenstein 2 last year.
Yeah.
And didn't they have another one last year too? Fuck.
They might have.
Did they do Evil Within? Was that them?
I don't.
So it looks like they are going to do an announcement at E3, giving you more information about Fallout 76.
That's good shit. That's good shit, man.
This is coming from Kotaku.
You don't say arigato like we say arigato.
And Fallout 4, for all of its faults, and it wasn't a shitty game, it sold pretty well. I do remember that. Like, a ton of people were playing it.
Prey came out last year, which I didn't beat that one either.
Yeah.
But it seemed like a decent game. Yeah, Evil Within came out, last year.
So they've had a few titles, same release year or whatever. They're big enough to obviously do that. So, but here's the thing though, at E3, damn well people are going to ask them about Elder Scrolls.
But they have ESO and they keep getting more content. So
that's true. They do drop it. Well, I don't fuck with it, but they do keep dropping it. But it is what it is. Let's move on to fucking PUBG.
Oh shit.
Suing. They going the litigious route with Epic Games and Fortnite.
I don't think they're gonna win.
What are they assuming about?
Yeah, because of the whole game mode.
Battle Royale.
Yeah, they're not gonna. I don't think they're gonna win. The reason why I say that, I think it's kind of petty, to be honest with you. Mm-hmm. Because nobody sued Doom over deathmatch.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Nobody sued Doom over team deathmatch. They didn't sue him over fucking.
Who did capture the
flag?
Oh, that was Doom too.
Yeah, did a whole bunch of shit. I think it was probably Quake, but there's a whole bunch of shit that you don't sue people over game modes.
Now, you've played some PUBG on the mobile. To my knowledge, PUBG doesn't have the building stuff from Fortnite. Okay.
No, not at all. So, I mean, I think there's enough variety in the two games to warrant a dismissal of the case. I think it's ridiculous that they even decided to go forward with it. I think it's because they're losing market share.
Had Fortnite not been a ginormous hit, I don't think you'd see anything close to this lawsuit.
The funny thing is that when it first came out, we talked about it before, it wasn't a hit.
Yeah, I'm talking about for like the Battle Royale mode. Yeah. Like, because since I think that launched in September, the Battle Royale mode, it's just gone up and up and up and up and up.
Oh, okay, I can see. So Fortnite and PUBG use the Unreal 4 engine. And Epic,
who doesn't?
Sue over that either.
Epic owns the Unreal 4. If you make a certain amount, you got to pay them. So if they're not paying them, then I can see them.
But Epic's not doing the suing. PUBG is doing the suing.
And Epic, Fortnite is owned by Epic.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around.
No.
PUBG is suing. PUBG is suing because they petty and they, butthurt about Fortnite eating their motherfucking lunch, But
down there drinking their milkshake.
Drinking their slurp juice.
He's like, you're way over there, and I drink your milkshake.
We want Thanos in our game. Yeah. So, hey, we'll see what happens, but I'm hoping for a dismissal. Let gamers, decide what game they fucking want to play, and, there's enough room.
I mean, I understand, intellectual properties and all that stuff, but at the same time, it's just it's a different game mode. It would be like if Castlevania or Metroid decided to sue everybody that followed that, which a bunch of games do.
Oh, absolutely.
But you know what you do? You just make a better version of it.
Yep.
That's what you do.
The other thing to me, and this is no shade to PUBG because I haven't really played it. I've just watched it, it visually doesn't stand out to me.
It's way different.
Yeah.
Like I play PUBG Mobile.
Okay.
And playing Fortnite. I mean, don't get me wrong. The things that are the same are obviously the amount of characters that are on the same map.
Yeah.
And the shrinking map.
Sure.
But other than that, they're vastly different. You know what I mean? Like the whole flying bus thing, the graphics are different. There's kind of like a whole silly element to Fortnite. In Fortnite, you're building shit. That's way fucking different. That's a whole different dynamic.
But if you wanted to, like, the makers of the Hunger Games could sue, because that's pretty much the premise of that fucking entire thing was, and the stadium actually gets smaller in that movie.
PUBG put out this statement to the, I guess this is filed in Korea.
Yeah,
they're saying that this is a quote saying, "We have also noticed that Epic Games references PUBG in the promotion of Fortnite to their community and communications with the press.
They do?
This was never discussed with us, and we don't feel that it's right."
I ain't seen none of that,
Well,
but all right.
I mean, I need context, but they just said, hey, it's kind of like this game. That's still showing homage. I mean, I don't think they're ripping them off, man.
Yeah. So I guess they'll find out in court.
Yeah, but I mean, people deciding with what they're playing. You know what I mean? In a lot of ways. Y'all want to switch it up? You want to do this NFL one?
Ooh. The NFL one, you're talking about the...
National Anthem?
Actually, I wanted to have both you and Stitch talk about it, because I know me and Stitch probably get into it on this one.
Yeah.
Want to wait till next week?
We could.
Actually, we may or may not. I don't know.
Well, we didn't talk about this Battlefield stuff.
Oh, yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, not to switch it up, but did you want to wait on for Stitch?
No, we can talk about it. I mean, he left early.
He did.
So... Yeah, so the NFL... Actually, you said it, man. You're the fucking sports guy, even though I do watch the NFL.
So the NFL changed their policies. In the off season, obviously they're not playing any games right now. The owners decided that you will get a fine if you kneel for the anthem. You can stay in the locker room. That's acceptable in terms of the new rules. If you come out on the field and kneel, your team is going to be penalized.
Is it just kneeling, or is it not standing for the next
Not standing. Thanks for the clarification. And so it doesn't seem like this was done in conjunction with the Players Association at all. This seems like it was done by just the owners, kind of unilaterally, and maybe with the commissioner. And I think that kind of encompasses the new rule in general.
Yeah. So I think from like a rights perspective, I don't really have a problem with it, because people want to claim free speech, but it's not free speech. All right, people kind of misunderstand free speech. Free speech does not apply to a private entity at all. So whatever rules they decide to come up with for that organization, if they're not a government agency, they can do so. They're not invading your free speech at all, because the government is not telling you, no, you can't do this. So that's one of the problems that I have. Another one is, I think it's kind of a trade-off, you know what I mean? Like they're kind of trying to make both sides happy, like saying, hey, you can still protest, but you just can't do it, on our field, because we own this field, we own this property. You gotta do what the fuck we say. So I get that, but at the same time they can still protest, just not in front of cameras. But I can understand the other side of the argument too. It's like, they're trying to cover shit up. Everybody always goes back to Colin Kaepernick and shit like that, and Tom Brady, because he protested too, that people kind of forget about.
Yes, he did.
He knelt for abortions for a while, and nobody really seemed to give a shit about that. So.
This is true.
There's been a few protests. There's been teams that come out with shirts that say stuff. I mean, what are they going to do?
That was basketball, though.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying. And I mean, what if the NFL starts doing this?
Well, they did it with shoes too. Somebody in the NFL did it with shoes.
Yeah. I mean, you come out with shirts. You put a shirt over your jersey that represents whatever cause that you're for, and you take it off after the anthem. What are they going to do? Fine that person too?
I think that what you do on your own personal time is the right way to go. What you do on somebody else's time that's paying you is totally different. You can't do whatever the fuck you want at your place of business. If you're working for somebody else, you can't. And I think that most people, they try to remove that from the equation when they think about their employees. Football players are employees.
Okay.
And they still have to deal with being an employee and dealing with rules. And, that's their rules.
I hear you on that. and I said this a little bit more on the Better than MJ and Kobe. I think this has very little to do with anything patriotic or First Amendment or anything like that. I think this is all coming down to money. Their ratings have been down for the last 3 years. This is being used as a target point of saying that if we fix quote unquote this problem, then the ratings will go back up and we'll have more eyeballs equal more revenue, more money, blah blah blah. I think it's all about that more than anything else.
It's actually more than that. So I don't know if you guys knew this. It's kind of fucked up fact. But every time you see some kind of military whatever on during the NFL like airtime, the U.S. government's paying for that. They're paying them a substantial amount of money.
Yep. And it wasn't always the case, too.
No, and it shouldn't be the case, in my opinion. They shouldn't. The U.S. government should not be paying to have airtime for the NFL. But anyway, I think that part of the problem was that they're probably threatening to either walk or pay them less because you can't have somebody in their mind disrespecting the American flag. Meanwhile, the U.S. government is bankrolling them.
So first, couple questions.
I'm not saying that's right.
Isn't the NFL registered as a non-profit and the teams are for profit?
I think that changed recently.
Did that change recently? Okay, and then
literally with this decade, I believe.
So I heard something somewhat similar to your thoughts, Prodigy, but I heard that another reporter was saying that this was more for Trump. That this was because he's been beefing with the NFL and the owners, and he's been calling them out on Twitter, and they feel one reporter was saying that this is kind of a band-aided situation so that Trump would stop attacking the NFL, but yet give the owners and the managers some kind of like leverage of this national protest type stuff.
It's more than just Trump, because I know a lot of people that are, especially people that I knew that have served in the military with me, they take great offense to the fact that they're not standing for the flag, which I don't, because I fought for people to do whatever the fuck they wanted to the flag. I mean, I'll prefer you not burn it or step on it, but at the same time, actually, if somebody did step on it and burn it, I'd be fucking pretty pissed about it.
Well, I mean,
especially if they're right in front of me. But at the same time, you not standing, I don't really give a shit if you stand or not.
And I will say, 2 years ago, Cap got from, I guess, a veteran
Captain America?
the idea, not Captain America.
To kneel instead of sit.
Yeah, exactly. So that did come from someone in, one of the veterans, but
I think it's a Navy SEAL, actually. Go ahead.
I feel like kneeling is a form of like, I guess, patriotism in a way, but because I mean standing is like what you're supposed to do, but like kneeling's like I don't know. It just made me think of like maybe like the monarchy. Is that the right word? Like with
the monarchy?
Monarchy, yeah. It was like a prince or a queen. Like you don't fucking like salute them or whatever. Like usually would get down on your knee and like kind of bow to them.
Yeah, showing subservience.
I think that's what that's basically what I'm trying to say for kneeling.
I got fancy words
for something. Yeah,
I got all the good words.
But I was thinking like I'm kind of mixed about this because
you don't watch sports.
Maybe I don't watch sports. Rule number one, you don't watch sports. But no, like because it's the NFL and it's like their business, and there's not really any like big time celebrities using like their platform to get messages across. They usually would do it off. I mean, other than maybe comedians.
No, there's a lot on the NFL. There's a lot of celebrities.
No, I'm talking about like like NFL people. Like say like for example like
actors use the Oscars for their political platform.
Explain what you're saying again.
So like I'm talking about like say for example like Jamie Foxx, like he has a TV show, the Shazam show. Like he you don't see celebrities like going onto their platform and trying to. I guess maybe they do.
Yeah,
now I think about it. Yeah.
They usually don't do it on someone else's dime though.
Yeah.
Even though he has to do it.
But I guess most of the time
shows.
they do it like off. Like they'll have like a political statement somewhere else.
Yeah.
And they won't be like on their show. They'll do something. But I guess there are some that have done it in the past.
Well,
like Mr. Rogers has.
Yeah. This is one of the big problems that I have when it comes to like patriotic shit. Is I consider myself a patriot. However, I find it very odd that people are forced to stand for a flag. Like, I don't think you should, especially in a country where we tout freedom this, freedom that, blah blah blah. But yeah, you get fucking viscerally angry when somebody doesn't stand for a flag and for a fucking song. And don't get me wrong, I fought for the flag. I fought for this, for everything American. But I don't think you should be forced to do shit like that. I don't think you should be forced to say the Pledge of Allegiance when you're in school. To me, when I see little kids saying the Pledge of Allegiance, it reminds me of like some fucking North Korean fucking communist shit. But why are you forcing these children to say this shit? Well, how about they learn about America first and then decide whether or not they want to say the Pledge of Allegiance? Yeah. You know what I mean? It should not be some compulsory shit.
Something that's drilled into their mind at a young age to make them obey.
Yeah, it's totally, to me, it's almost like a religion. Yeah. Like, you don't have to force that shit. And like make them understand, have them understand what America's all about, and then let them make their own decision. But to force somebody to do it, and if they don't, you ridicule them. I think that's wrong. I don't think that's freedom, and I think that's really fucking un-American.
There we go. All right, let's. And I'm sure Stitch will weigh in once he's back. Let's go to. Oh, actually, I did want to bring this up, man. Okay, I fucking love my goddamn memes. The best one going on right motherfucking now is this anime. Is this a butterfly fucking meme? Holy shit!
I don't get that one. I don't understand it.
I can't. I don't know the anime that it's from. So I was trying to look that up before coming on this fucking air and trying to talk about it. But it's just the greatest thing where he's pointing at a fucking butterfly and they've obviously scribbled out the butterfly and written in something else. And he's like, is this such and such? Is this oppression? Is this fucking loneliness? It's the fucking greatest meme ever, and I love the fact that it's all over the place now.
There's a site called Know Your Memes, and they have like a database. So I'm gonna see where it comes from.
I'd have to kind of disagree.
What you saying?
I mean, because the new hotness. I mean, I do got to say, Barbecue Becky.
Barbecue Becky is great.
It's fucking great. But this new shit with Drake, his memes are coming out hard and fierce.
Wait, because Drake has had a plethora of memes.
True, but no, the new one's about his baby mama and the baby.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, those are good, but are they applicable in like weird, obscure situations outside of Drake?
It depends. I guess it depends on which one.
We always say God's Plan.
God's Plan is great. Or the one where he's pointing and he's like, nah, and then the other one where he's pointing on Hotline Bling. That one's fucking great.
Oh, my favorite one was where it has like part of the lyrics where it's all, sorry, I only love my bed and my mom. I'm sorry, and then it has the kid on the bottom. It says Drake's son. He's all sad.
It says God's Plan on it.
That's fucking dope. Did we find out what anime is that goddamn shit from?
So it's the origin of it's from the Brave Fighter of Sun Fightbird.
I never heard of
something I've never even heard about. But it's an episode called Is This a Pigeon?
Ah, okay.
But I guess it's supposed to be a butterfly. But
that shit, I don't know, man. That shit busts me up every time.
We actually have some, I guess, nominees for the upcoming 2018 Golden Eggplant Awards, and it has memes of 2018. And so far, there's been
like 7 months away.
Yeah, but I mean, still, there's been some good ones, and like the Ugandan Knuckles, that was super popular.
I'm all about the Wakandan Knuckles.
Precious When You Smile. The American Chopper. I mean, that's with the American Chopper with the dad and son.
That's a good fight. Yeah.
Change My Mind is still running.
Change My Mind was dope. That might be my winner now that I think about it.
And then we have the I Don't Feel So Good, aka the Thanos Dust.
That is good.
Yeah, I mean, like the best one I saw today was there's a picture of the cast of Roseanne, and it says ABC, and then you just see them just fucking turn into dust. Oh my fucking goodness! It's so fucking good.
That's good shit.
I mean, there's some ones.
We'll put them all on there at the end of the year, and there's gonna be other good ones.
Oh yeah, I mean the year's not over. Someone's gonna fuck up royally, and they're just gonna get memed. We need to add Barbecue Becky on here.
This is true.
It's.
Do it.
I'm just saying that as far as a butterfly one, I'm thinking that it's good, but I don't think it's like the best, because I still think Barbecue Becky kind of trumps, because you can almost apply her to anything, and it's not just that one picture. There's like a couple pictures that could also
crying,
be of her, the one of her on the phone and the one of her crying on the phone.
Yeah,
those could be applicable to a bunch of shit. So.
I haven't seen the one meme of her. This is what they should do: the meme of Barbecue Becky with the bicycle meme, where she put the fucking stick in the. See, that's basically what she did. Like nobody's done that yet.
Yeah, fucking black people are putting it in there. Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great.
Wait, which bike one?
The bike one where you put the stick in your own bike and you trip yourself and you're like fucking so-and-so.
Yeah, that was a good fucking one.
Damn. All right, should we get into this Battlefield stuff? We actually saw the trailer a little bit last week, but
we did. We saw it live on the cast.
Talked about it.
Yeah, well, but the internet went a little crazy.
About the female thing.
Yeah,
So
and Battlefield responded.
So look, this isn't the first fucking time.
Yeah, it's
That's all bad.
Like, who fucking farted?
The fucking window.
It was hot as fuck in here.
God dang.
I'm gonna get you.
So
I can feel it in my fucking nostril. It's like itchy. Oh god.
we finna die. So this isn't the first time that we've seen this from an EA property. Again, Battlefront 2, when it came out, people were freaking out about the lead character being female and the lead, campaign being female.
Battlefront 2?
Battlefront 2.
Talk about the Star Wars game?
Yes, the Star Wars game.
Yeah, but that's
Still people were vocal about a lead female character in the game, and it was an EA property, and people fucking voiced it.
this one has a little bit of teeth though. But I'll get my whole thing.
No, go ahead.
So the thing was that one of the characters in the trailer was a female, which she looked like she was on the front lines, and she was missing a hand, and she was fighting battles fiercely. All right.
Yep.
And so this is coming from me as like a military guy. All right. I do have more military history knowledge than the average person. So as far as I know, this is why I'm saying as far as I know. So I understand there's like canaries in a fucking coal mine and all that shit. All right, as far as I know, there were very few, if any. There were some women that were in World War II. All right, and after I say this, I'm going to preface it. All right, there were some females that were in World War II. They were, as far as I knew, they were not on the front lines. They did no trench warfare. What they mainly did was they defended positions that were usually in their own countries.
And Agent Carter did spy shit.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
that was also a fictional character.
Oh, actually,
No, let him go. Let him go.
Just about we talked about this before years ago. The Enigma project. There were women working on that as well.
Yes, but they were not in trenches.
No, they were not.
Lines.
But they were still, part of the war effort.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Is that they were not front lines, and so that's why some people have problems with this depiction of a woman being on the front lines, look like she's kicking ass. I have no problem with her kicking ass and all that shit. But if you're going to say that you're a historical, game, it's probably highly unlikely that happened. However, I will say that I know of a few instances where there were some stories of badass women that did kill a lot of people.
Yep.
However, it was not like on the front lines. It might have been a front line to them, like because they were defending a position or whatever. Because they, positions forward to them got overrun. Perfect examples would be like when Russia was getting overrun by Germany, and they keep going back in the lines. They had to basically every man, woman, and child had to get fucking armed to defend, right? And in those instances, you're right. Women were fighting actively in combat. What I would like to see. This is EA, right?
Yeah.
EA.
Well, EA and DICE.
Right. So what I really liked about Battlefield 1, which they didn't do enough of, was they had these war stories.
Yes.
And I wish they would take, this is a perfect example of what they could do is take a historical war story from one of those women that were in one of those instances that I was talking about, where they're defending a position that got overran, and they had to like fight their way out or fight the enemy and then just tell that story so people would understand what it was like for women to be fighting a war during that time, because there were women during that time that actually dressed up as a man to get on the front lines and that were kicked off the front lines.
Sure.
And so I think that'd be a good story to tell.
And I'm going to just say for Battlefield 1, what they do in the desert with Lawrence of Arabia
that was fun shit.
And the girl, the Arab girl or Ottoman girl, was fun. I mean, I don't know exactly how historically accurate every ounce of that was, but it was a fun mission. I do know that.
Super fun. And at the same time, like it's a game.
Yeah.
So they can take liberties that they want. When I was watching the video and I said, hey, it's not historically accurate, that's perfectly fucking fine. You're playing in a game where I can get shot like 5-6 times and I can still run and shoot back. Right? So I'm okay with them taking some liberties.
And Battlefield 1, although it has a lot of historical information in it, it's still, all the multiplayer stuff is all wild. Wild as fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's so much fun.
I mean, it felt like, and Old Ninja corrected me on this, but it felt like there were Zeppelin like chicken fights in the sky.
I mean, it makes you seem that way, but it's really not.
Yeah.
It feels that way because there's so much shit going on at once.
And I saw this one video of a Battlefield gameplay, and the guy was in a jet, and it was almost like a dogfight. And the guy was behind him, and he rotated his jet upside down and jumped out of it.
Yeah.
And fucking landed on the other guy's fucking plane and shot out this fucking wing.
Yeah.
It crashed, and dude jumped back off the plane and landed back in his plane.
Yeah.
Like, what the
I've
fuck?
seen that.
It's wild shit. You see people with flamethrowers on horses.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I mean?
it's fucking awesome.
There's wild shit in these games or whatever. So it's a little bit laughable that you want everything to be historically accurate from a first-person shooter game. You know what I mean? It's just not going to happen.
And there's other like super accurate first-person shooters out there. They're not very popular for a fucking reason. Mm-hmm. But if you want that experience, you can still get it. Did you guys see the World War III trailer?
Wait, is that a new game?
It's a new game.
Okay.
No?
Call of Duty
Wait,
game?
have you, before you go on, you were talking about really accurate first-person shooters. Were you referring to, I think you have it out there in the living room, is Operation Flashpoint?
No, Arma is the one I was thinking.
Is that
about.
Arma?
Arma is like it's pretty, like you get shot once, you're fucking dead.
Yeah, Operation Flashpoint is kind of the same. You get shot once and you're gone, and it's a squad-based game.
That's cool. And there's room for that. There's room for fucking silly games where you can jump out of a fucking bus. You know what I mean?
Yeah, where we landed.
How about this, nerds? If you want something realistic, join the fucking military.
Oh,
Yeah.
Go fucking fight, see how it is.
The video game's not going to be suffice of an experience.
I can tell you might know what it sounds like to get shot at, but you fucking don't.
Yeah.
I saw my death coming. I'm just saying, it was way worse in real life than it was in a video game.
And I also want to say this too with EA, because they were very vocal and adamant about the fact that, get used to it. There's going to be women in our games, blah, blah, blah. There's going to be some diverse characters in our games. They did take backlash last year for having a black soldier on the cover of Battlefield 1. So there was some backlash for that.
But there was historical context to that.
But I'm just saying there was backlash. That's all I'm saying. And at the same time, I do want more female gamers playing Battlefield and first-person shooters.
Well, according to some bullshit-ass fucking statistics, they try to say that 50% of gamers are women.
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
They say that all the time, every year.
It's not. It's not.
So I think
So I'm trying to wonder what they're saying: first-person shooters or gaming?
Yeah, they're saying the game. So
Yeah, but that's like loosely based. Like,
that
Candy Crush.
I was just gonna say.
Yeah, I was about to say,
If you extract like console and PC from mobile, I think you got a different mix.
That's not a game. Because if you ask them, are you a gamer, they would tell you no.
Yeah, and self-identifying is part of it too. But I think there are a much higher percentage than probably we, or think that there are.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
I'm sure there's a lot, but if you to tell me it's 50-50, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
it's not.
Yeah, and I don't want to be a gaming elitist too, because I'm fine with people playing Candy Crush and all that, but
I play Candy Crush all the time. I'm like 1100 something. But,
Yeah.
Fucking pansies.
casual.
Yeah.
I will fuck up in any game on Ninja.
Yeah.
I was watching the intro for the anime that this is a pigeon or this is a butterfly meme is from. Dude, it's fucking dope. It looks hella dope from the intro. It looks
Really?
like, I mean, there's mechs in it, but it's almost like a mix between like Voltron a little bit. Like,
Feebird?
Is it but it's not a comedy though?
no, it's not a comedy. I think it's like a serious thing, but like.
Then why the fuck is that dude so retarded with this as a?
Well, no, I think he's like. It's in subtitles right now, and I'm not reading. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I think he was trying to tell somebody like, this is how stupid what you're saying is. Like, this is a butterfly or this is a pigeon, and these are violins. He's like pointing to flowers, so there's like more context behind it.
I need to see the whole scene. Then that sounds hilarious.
It's called Firebird, and this is it, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Why is it called Firebird?
I don't fucking know, dude. It's weird. I thought it said Fightbird. I was like, maybe they spelled it wrong, but yeah, it's Fightbird.
Dude, that looks hella 80s.
Dude,
what the fuck?
This actually came out in 1991.
That shows because it looks like Ronin Warriors.
Yeah,
Meets Robotech, meets Voltron.
Yeah.
This hella looks like old school Voltron.
Yeah, I'm getting that sense on it. God damn. We're sitting here watching anime.
What does it sound like? Let's see with the old school sound.
That's old school, man.
It's like MD Geist sounds right there.
Yeah.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Tekken. Not Tekken, Technoman.
Yeah, a little bit.
That guy kind of looks like the dude from Deco Man.
Reminds me of fucking Fist of the North Star,
Oh
the game.
shit, he's like a fucking mech now.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He's gonna beat that motherfucker up. That Voltron looking dude. All right. This is good podcasting. We watching anime on the air and shit.
Some one of y'all almost fapped. I heard somebody on Zoom.
Hey, we're live right now.
All right. What was this other bullshit? Oh, did we talk about the Deadpool 2 article? I think Kronos did.
It came out this week.
Yeah.
What the hell is this
Go
about?
ahead, if you want.
Actually, I don't know the full article, so you can head on it.
So basically, some fucking moron tried to say that toxic masculinity was the problem with Deadpool 2. And then in the article, he didn't actually talk about toxic masculinity at all. Like, really? It was just a bunch of dumb shit. I was just like...
He was talking about, like, the reason why it didn't do as well as the last one did, right?
Yeah. It had very little to do with toxic masculinity.
Here was his premise, though. His premise was... I'm in the LGBT community, and it seems like Wade Wilson jokes about that, but I want him to be full-on bisexual or pansexual, and because I didn't get that, I didn't like the movie as much. That's the gist I got from it.
That entire fucking movie is just making fun and pointing out, like, it's full of fucking Easter eggs is basically what the entire movie is about. Like, the whole scene of him, like, playing the music, because I read the article and he talked about how, like, you know, the scene where he's playing the music and Colossus is kind of, like, laying in bed, kind of rolling over. That's a fucking scene from some other fucking movie.
Yeah.
That's basically what Deadpool is. There's scenes from other movies wrapped into this fucking other movie.
I think if you come into any superhero movie and you're looking for some underlying message that is significant in your life in some way, shape, or form, you fucking failed in your life. You failed. I mean, that's not what they're for. They're for fun action movies that are about some fantasy shit. It's not for messages.
It's escape out of reality.
Here's the other thing, too. Deadpool isn't your fucking character. Like, he just isn't if you're looking for...
He is bi, though.
Well...
I'm sorry, he's pan now. That's the new word.
Here's my thing, though.
He's fucking Lando.
Have you seen and maybe I'm wrong about this, have you seen in comics him actually having a relationship and sex with a dude or joking around?
I think he talks about being bi a few times.
But is that... How do you take him seriously when he's talking? You know what I mean?
When he's crazy?
Yeah. Until I see some scenes with him actually having intimate relationships or intimacy with a non-woman.
Well, look, I didn't know Iceman was gay.
Yeah, Iceman is very gay.
Yeah,
you know
I mean, I've never read any of his comics, but everything that's based off of the animation.
Was he retconned to be gay? Because
I don't know.
I don't know.
Because I read, like, it was like one of those things where, like, top 10 things you know about gay comic book characters, and I listed all the gay characters. And
it's just that Deadpool. 99% of Deadpool is jokes, and I've seen some obviously quasi-gay jokes of his.
Yeah,
but I've never seen him.
Well, he grabs like Colossus's ass in the movie
for a joke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't know. It just seems like there were gay characters in Deadpool 2. You know, Negasonic, Teenage Warhead, and what's your name?
Yeah.
So I mean, those were the two that you got in this movie. I don't know.
Yeah, this is the problem. People want to have, like, you know, inclusion and diversity in movies where they just don't belong. You know what I mean? It's like if you try to tell me some super deep story about some happy lesbian couple in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
It's like that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It doesn't.
I'm not buying it. Yeah. And it for me, it went right back to the whole co-writer of the Solo movie and his reinterpretation, like we talked about a couple weeks ago, of Lando Calrissian. But I mean, I'm going to see the movie to get my full sense of it. But at the same time, I was like, wow, nobody I know of got that impression from Empire or Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, and the problem is I'll keep going back to it, is that, look, if you want to have those type of characters, make a new fucking character.
You basically have a brand new trilogy and spin-off movies. You've had a Star Wars movie the last 4 years.
Yeah, I mean, it pisses me off every time I see, you know, some rip-off black character that's a rip-off of a white character. Like, it makes me angry because they do it just for ratings, and it's so fucking intellectually dishonest and fucking lazy that you don't want to put in the time to write a new character that has the things that you want in it. You just want to ride the curtails of some other character, and it's wrong. And I think people are starting to notice now.
Well, I mean, going back to comics, a lot of comics have been retconned. They retconned a lot of a few. I don't want to.
They retconned almost all of them. Yeah.
Yeah, but like as far as their sexual orientation, like we talked about Iceman. I don't know if they retconned him or not, but the Ray, which we saw in the CW crossover, originally he was heterosexual, and then he was retconned to be gay.
I mean, CW did that possibly with a
no, in the comic. Well, I don't know if it was for the show or
Captain Cold. I was going to
Captain Cold. They did it for the show, yes, and same thing with Mr. Terrific. In the comics, he has a wife and kid.
That's true. Yeah. Very
in the show, he's gay. So
I mean, if it's done right, like if the way they introduce it, if it's not like they're trying to force it down your fucking throat, like, oh, this is the gay character, this is the gay character, like it's okay for them to, like, if a character becomes gay, like the way they did Mr. Terrific, like that shit was kind of subtle. The Ray was subtle, even like with Captain Cold, because originally his character was straight, but in a different dimension he's gay.
In a version he might be straight. I'm not. It's not 100%. He's never with nobody. Yeah. I mean, but the Earth X version is definitely gay because he tries to marry his boyfriend, which is fine. But then we have like Sarah Lance, who is bi on the show.
Yes, definitely.
Because she fucks men and women every season.
She might be pansexual.
Yeah, she's most likely pan.
I guess she is pan if that's the case.
Well, she hasn't fucked a foodie yet.
Well, wait.
Is she fucking pan? So
she might.
No, I think she. I would say she is, because pansexual means that she has sex with like pretty much everybody. But because she had sex with a lesbian, she had sex with a straight woman who came out eventually. She had sex with a man. She had sex with
several men. She's had the most sex in the Arrowverse.
I concur. Yeah, she definitely has.
She definitely has the most sex in the Arrowverse. So.
Damn. All right.
She fucked all kinds of.
She fucked what's his name, the magic dude.
She fucked John Constantine. She fucked Oliver.
Constantine gets a lot of pussy though. Yeah. I will say that.
It was funny when Constantine realized that her and the other got sex with
her, the agent. Yeah, but
he's we're like siblings or some shit now or something like that.
Oh, Sarah Lance fucked Supergirl's stepsister.
God damn.
Show the fuck did.
She sure fucking did.
I did like that. All right. Should we wrap it on? Or
yeah, we can.
Yeah, let's wrap it on. We got almost all of this good shit up in here. Old Ninja, what you got populating this weekend?
So tomorrow is the first
day of the month. No,
the first day of a sporting event that Blue probably doesn't pay attention to, but I'm probably gonna hang with Stitch and Baz here and up in Drake's tomorrow night. Probably watch the game. I might do Mission Peak tomorrow. If I die, then I'm not making it to Drake's, but we'll see. I'm gonna see Solo again. I'm gonna see Solo at the Dolby Theater, like I mentioned before. I need to go back and finish fucking Dad of War, but I didn't have a chance to. Yeah, and then I think that's it. I'm not going out of town this week, so yeah, that's it.
All right, Carlos, what you got?
I need to know what time after the podcast is done you're having your thing on Saturday.
Oh, for my daughter?
Yeah, I kept asking.
Okay.
I don't know what time it is. So, other than that, the Infinity Base is going to be moving.
Oh,
shit.
So yeah, we put an offering on the house today. I don't know if we're gonna get it or not. So we'll see. It'll be, if we do get it, it'll be back in the stack. So it'll be back in Hayward.
There we go.
And it'll take a little while for this podcast to get back to normal. Okay, because it's a 3-bedroom place, and I'll need to put in like a storage container or a fucking shed or some shit to put the podcast in. So we might have this podcast in my garage for a couple of weeks.
It's all good.
It's all right.
It's all good. It's still an awesome
summertime, so it'll be cooler in there.
It'll be hotter in there.
It'll be hotter in there.
Your garage right now is pretty cool.
Oh yeah, well, and I have the AC machine, so it's portable.
Nice.
Blue, what you got?
So tomorrow and Friday, I'm gonna be hitting up AWE. I'm gonna spend all day there. I'll probably hit up a couple of hours. It opened up. The opening ceremony was today, but all of today was mainly press conferences, and I was like, I don't know if I want to really.
So we got press passes, but no other press conferences. That's awesome.
Well, they have more tomorrow and Friday, but like this one was like pretty much all press, and like I had a bunch of work I had to do today, but I'm gonna definitely check that out. I'll probably try to do some interviews, but I'm not sure. I might just, take pictures and stuff like that and kind of talk about it later.
Get something with ODG or something, you know?
No, I'm gonna try to talk to him and see if maybe we can come back to the office again and do a podcast from there. Because that was a lot of fun.
We haven't done a portable podcast we haven't like traveled in a long time.
Yeah, we'll hook it up.
We definitely got to go back to Cape and Cal because man, they're kind of blowing up.
Yes.
But other than that, you know, I'm cheating. I'm chilling with the sweetness.
Whoa.
I was trying to say chilling. I'm chilling with the sweetness on Saturday. No, I was trying to say chilling and Saturday at the same time, and it came out like that way. But no, I'm chilling with the sweetness on Saturday night, and we're gonna be hanging out with Manamana.
There we go.
Hopefully, we're gonna have like dinner.
You mean Holly?
Manamana. But yeah, it's funny. We hung out with her on Monday for Memorial Day because we went to Baker's Beach, and the sweetest got drunk, and oh man, the shit she was saying is Manamana was fucking great, dude.
I didn't know that Manamana was back from India.
Oh yeah, she came back. I think like on Saturday.
Okay.
So she's barely just came back.
Good shit. Me, I'm catching up on. I need to catch up on Legion. Goddammit, Megalobox.
Oh shit.
Loving fucking Legion this year, and I'm going to be definitely catching up on the Expanse and watching every single one of these Warriors versus Cavs games.
Let's talk about it. The Expanse.
Yeah, I'm one behind.
Oh, okay.
We will try to get in me and Stitch at least one more of the Better Than MJ and Kobe cast for the finals. So
you need to be watching Ruby.
I will try. Yeah. I've seen a couple episodes. I liked it. I need to get back.
You got to keep going. It gets dang.
I appreciate it and will do. Take us on out with them details.
So you can catch us on Twitter at BThenBTI. That's BTHAMBTI. You can check us out on Facebook with BThenBTI. YouTube, if you're not already watching us live, we're on there. Black and the Black Times Infinity. You can watch us on or listen to us. On SoundCloud, Stitcher, Play FM, Apple Podcasts. Go on there, comment, rate, give us 5 stars, and then our official webpage, BinHeadProductions.com/BThenBTI. Suckers.
Man, I'm gonna pick up that Dragon Ball Z game. That shit look fucking dope.
It did look dope. Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Fighters.
Anime titties.
Shit, we fucked up. This episode of the podcast is brought to you by Loot Crate. Loot Crate offer. I'm sorry. Try lootcrate.com/BThenBTI with the promo code of Bridge10. Save yourself 10% on your new subscription. Once again, that is try lootcrate.com/BThenBTI with the promo code of Bridge10 to save yourself 10% on any new subscription. And now, on with the stop of the podcast.
On with the end.